Howdy, folks. Welcome to Mosaic Team 5, our Starfinder campaign. This is Alberon RPG, our Twitch stream page. Man, I'm doing a great job. I'm Joe, your DM this evening. Joining me are my friends Matt, Dan, Olive, and Kara. Sorry for the late start. We just have moving and rush around here, so the roads are very busy, but we're all here.
It's like 50 U-Hauls from here to my house.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of them.
In Cambridge, there's just mattresses on the street.
Yeah.
When we lived in Alston, I used to
Stefan
take this day
messaged
off.
me. He was like, "It's Christmas today. I'm going out." It's like, have fun.
To go fetch some trash to bring into our house.
Like we need more trash.
Yeah. So before we get started, a couple of announcements. First of all, we have two different kinds of currencies that you can use, bits and channel points. Channel points are free. You accumulate them just by watching. You can use those to highlight messages in our chat room. You can unlock emotes temporarily, of which there are some for almost all of the characters. I believe Spice and Echo still haven't been unlocked. The bits are Twitch's microcurrency that they have. You can donate those to unlock a variety of different rewards that happen in stream, and they immediately affect the game. Smaller donations unlock things like ammo resupplies and little things of that nature. Larger amounts can do things like send an intern from Mosaic Corporation to help the group from the reboot program. A larger amount can do something like dispatch pizza in real life to this group right now.
That would be great.
Yeah,
Someday
really
somebody
Absolutely.
will love
Pizza.
me.
Yeah, one
Pizza
day.
would be really nice.
So you can do that with bits. Additionally, we have a website, alberonrpg.com. You can go there to check out information for Mosaic Team 5, our Starfinder campaign. Also about Adventures in Alberon, the D&D campaign that we run on Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Matt is there, Dan is there. I run that game.
Wait, I'm there?
Sometimes. And then
news
tomorrow actually is the 118th session of that. It is going to be a very interesting session, so you should definitely check that out.
Why?
Oh, just wait.
Peeps are gonna fucking die.
I'm very excited.
It's never a good thing.
And then finally, we use Sirenscape for digital sound effects, this little 8-bit music that you can hear in the background. All kinds of different things. I've actually really taken a deep dive into this tool. So now when Dan rolls all the natural ones,
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
we are all set. Oh yeah, we're
That
ready.
was fancy.
We got all
love it.
kinds of things. So
Though Dan is still currently riding
here,
high
actually,
with
here's sets of
a
dice
better rank.
Already
Yeah.
set me up today.
5-2
Yeah.
right now.
Nice.
So, you know, and the best part about this is also if you're watching Olive struggle over dice, Olive has dice here, literally
do.
5 feet away from here.
And
But
I
for
never
some
get
reason,
them. I like to use everybody else's.
anyways, Sirenscape digital tool set, check it out.
Just take them all. I don't care.
With that, I can bring us into our recap. You can use Sirenscape just to load up our theme song, because you can load your own sounds into Sirenscape.
Oh, that's
Digital tool set.
That's the special Gunty die.
These are beach ones.
Yeah.
Beach dice.
Yeah. I feel the good luck coming off of these dice.
Those haven't
right
been
now.
rolled since Gunter died.
Is it a sin to use them?
They've just been charging.
It's fine. They're
Yeah,
special.
they're
They're just special.
Olive has only rolled
just
good
special
numbers.
dice.
I really
my
do.
dice.
Just
Yeah,
know
that's true.
that-
Yeah.
Just know that if you roll poorly, then you're dead to me.
Wow.
Mosaic
there's
Team
so
5.
much pressure,
No pressure.
on Spice right now.
Last
and Olive.
we played, you all returned to your vacation home on Whispering Palm Drive. There, after a long night out on the boardwalk, Echo, you injuring a child, Bubbs, Spice, you finding love together, and Shade, you...
I also found love.
Well,
I wasn't looking for it though.
you watched love from above while you smoked a cigarette, or several. But neither here nor there. After your long night out at the boardwalk, you returned home. Most of you found sleep. Bubbs, Spice, you spent the night in the car. However, one by one, you all at a different point found sleep. Shade, you were called into your new boss's office the next morning and were confronted over the events of the previous evening.
didn't even start the job.
He showed you pictures and videos of the chase that occurred through the boardwalk, culminating in you jumping into the water after Spice and Bubbs. He told you to stick to the role that you were assigned and made you leave the office. Gibbs went grocery shopping, as all of you either slept off your hangovers or otherwise were reprimanded.
Chewed out by my fake boss.
Gibbs found lunch supplies, SPF 150 suntan lotion for Bubbs, all kinds of different things. The only person amongst all of you to gather supplies for your day at the beach. Shade, Echo, the two of you took Squeaky for a walk around the block, doing a little bit of reconnaissance around the immediate neighborhood. And Shade, you found as you walked through these streets that one by one, these old and tattered and sometimes new lockout posters caught your attention. Excuse me. Echo, if you were paying attention, you would have noticed Shade just lingering behind. Somebody who doesn't really capture interest idly, every now and then almost becoming snagged by these posters. Meanwhile, Bubbs, Spice, the two of you, very hungover, decided to go get coffee across the street from the university. There, you made friends with Kevin, the barista, who invited you, especially Bubbs, to a party at Starfall Cove later that night, admitting that he had very few friends and that he hadn't been planning to go in the first place. You all reconvened, with supplies brought by Gibbs, and went, finally, to the beach. It took you 2 real-world weeks, but you got there. Echo, you went jet skiing to get away from the awkward conversations between Bubbs, Spice, and Gibbs. Gibbs babysat the aforementioned Bubbs and Spice. And Shade, you went for a walk to examine some lockout craft floating off a pier. You learned that the Grey Ghost team had just lost all their players to a walkout.
And they lost me because he was a jerk.
However, he asked you to leave him be, and so you did. Bubbs, you took an opportunity of fun relaxation at the beach to bury Gibbs in the sand, and then took the opportunity to leave her behind and sprint across the street through the forest, attacked by a furious Gibbs from within the sand, slightly
Into the
discombobulated.
safe arms of the mob.
You wandered into the street and ordered an Uber. You raised not a single hairless eyebrow as the Uber arrived not 10 seconds later, a black SUV with tinted windows. You climbed it. The rest of you began to wander, realizing that Bubbs was nowhere to be found. And as that car rolls off and down the street, that is where we begin.
Awesome.
So, give me just one moment. Alrighty.
I feel like constant communication channel open between Echo and myself as Echo is running faster than we're driving.
Yeah, so Echo's gonna just take off, but give me just one moment here.
So we're in the car chasing after the black SUV, right?
So give me 1 second. You guys haven't quite started that yet. I believe we hadn't quite got there, but we will.
Okay.
The mob is also, they're idling as we figure it out, so.
Yeah.
We just walk up to them and we're like, can we just not do this? And
Yeah,
they're like, you know what?
Guys,
Hey, we're gonna run after you anyway. Can we like skip
Just
all the
skip
potential
the-
lair actions
yeah,
and just have it right here?
Yeah, and skip to like, you guys stop the car, we'll hash things out,
Let's
call
just
it
talk.
a day.
Let's just talk it out.
Yeah, a
Some
little
violence.
talk no jutsu. Love it.
Bubs. You roll along the streets. A little bit unusual for you, not used to the bump and jostle of a wheeled vehicle. Growing up on Prime Station, you're used to walking and the smooth pulse of repulsor lifts. But you drive along, you look out through the tinted windows, and you can see people in bathing suits, crop tops, cargo shorts, muscle tees, just riding along in these open-aired vehicles, or actual honest-to-God skateboards, Bubs. You see a couple of these wheeled antiques just kind of moving
I know a little
around.
bit about those. Steele used to tell me a lot about like.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he used to be really into like skateboards and like old-fashioned vehicles. He used to tell me all this stuff.
Yeah.
He was really into it.
And so you actually see, actual wooden decked skateboards kind of wheeling along. Warm, this sort of vacation town happening around you, but all you can really feel is the chill of the air conditioning here. This is the only vehicle you've seen where the windows are closed. There's a tinted partition between you and the driver, and you are currently driving north. Is there anything that you want to do as you progress along?
I want to check my comms real quick. Do I have any signal?
So as you pull out your comms, you look, and weirdly, you don't have a signal. It's dead, the same that you would get in an elevator or a subway, perhaps.
I'm feeling kind of like remorseful, and I was thinking maybe I need to send a message to my group about how I kind of messed things up. So I'm going to just tap on the windshield divider and just say, driver, could you pull over? I'm trying to get a better signal.
Okay. You say that, and you begin to kind of pull and turn. You see the head turn a little bit. Regular kind of human brown hair, a little bit of a crooked nose. They kind of nod yes to you. Go ahead and make a sense motive check. You turn
they're
left.
They're not pulling over.
That is... Oh, hold on, I have to log in. Shit.
I don't think you have great sense motive.
Yeah.
Does he?
No.
Oh.
I said I don't
Can we all
think you
decide on
No,
a
I'm pretty sure.
modifier collectively?
Minus
Bub's modifier
Plus
to sense motive is plus
50.
20.
Yes.
50.
Yeah.
13
Pretty sure.
plus
So 21.
3. 16.
16. Okay, not bad.
better than I expected.
All you can see through this little partition and the kind of dark tinted glass around is the glint from the mirror. And all you really see is the eye and the edge of the nose, but you see the eyes wrinkle along the border, definitely like a sneer. But you turn left, you kind of shift in your body as you move around the corner, and then you see the ocean in front of you. You see off to the left the boardwalk, familiar to you. You turn and you're like, oh yeah, the Ferris wheel.
No, in my mind, I know that, because I looked it up before, the starship, the Star
Cove.
Cove, yeah, whatever, Star something Cove,
Yeah,
is
Starfall Cove.
to the east,
To the south.
south. So I'm thinking we're going the wrong direction.
Yes. And
So I'm starting to think things are a little bit weird. And I'm just going to mentally say to myself, Bubbs, I don't think this is a good situation.
you feel the car stop, and you look up, and you are standing, or sitting rather, in the shadow of the Magenta Fox casino. In front of you, you see chain link fencing roll to the side. The car passes through, and you see sort of like a loading dock and a parking area. This open garage bay. The car just pulls in. You see for a moment the sun and the sky just fade as you enter into a fairly enclosed space. Around you, as your eyes adjust quickly to this relatively low light, you can see there's a doorway in the front. This is a loading dock, and so in front of you there is maybe like a 3-foot raised platform that you would imagine a truck could pull up to and unload. There's a corridor that goes straight away from there, and you can see the door currently closed. Around this space, there are several mechanical-looking humanoids, perhaps 7 feet tall. And these are very familiar to you. You had seen the blueprints to them in a few parts. These are Harbinger controlled burn robotic units. These ones currently active, and you see almost in like a patrol mode. What are you doing?
Now that I understand that this situation has gone tits up, I'm going to kind of start panicking, and first I'm going to put on my helmet.
Okay.
And are we in the Magenta Fox at this point? We're in the warehouse of it?
So looking around now, kind of panicking, you see these robots turning to face the door. You see the door on the far end open up just as the door that you drove through, corrugated iron, rolls down and shuts behind. The only light that is in this space, you have 2 wall sconces, electric but really low burning, and then behind, through 3 very narrow slits of glass, sunlight kind of streams through, catching motes of dust.
I'm going to take. So how I have it is I have my jetpack has 2 arm circles and 2 feet circles, and basically I have them installed in my body. It's just is a battery pack, and I just have to connect the battery pack.
Okay.
So if it takes 10 minutes in the game to basically swap out the battery pack for like my glimmer projection to my jetpack,
Sure.
imagining if I'm just going to do it to my feet, it would probably take 5 minutes.
Yeah, it wouldn't serve a function necessarily. I mean, you know, there might be some flavor elements that you could use with that, but you're not still getting the function of like a jetpack.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'll do that.
Okay. Less than a minute goes by. You see these people walk down the hallway. There are 4 of them. 3 of these robots already in here. 4 of them, 3 of them security guards. You've seen one of them before, the Lashunta. The other person looks to be in charge. They're wearing very nice red clothing. They have fiery orange hair, very pale freckled skin, red goatee, little mustache, red leather shoes and belt. They seem to be in charge, and the rest of them are flanking this individual. They smile. You can see heavy, precious metal rings on their hands. This seems to be the boss of this area. They approach the car. Are you doing anything? Still less than a minute has passed.
How far away are we?
I'll get to you guys in a second. Don't worry.
At this point, I think I'm going to just keep trying to modify and getting the jetpack of the shoes on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to come back, and when we come back to you, you're going to make an engineering check, and we're going to see how that goes.
Yeah. Could I actually switch it to arms instead?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, the elbow ones.
So we'll get to that. Switching back to the rest of you. Give me just 1 second.
Floor it.
We could just do some nice, very opposite kind of vibes for the rest of you. But we come back to the rest of you on the beach. You all see kind of driving off. First of all, as you kind of run up there, you guys are all going for the car. Because you
We were in the car.
You had traced the old
Yes.
squeaky clean
Yes,
purchaser
so I
app
have
on. Okay.
GPS ping
No problem.
of where Bubbs is.
This
and
is
I've
coming back to
shared
me.
that with Echo. Echo has run off ahead, and we are in the car driving as quickly as possible with my modifier to catch up to the dot, which is probably now stopped at the Magenta Fox.
No problem.
Or-
certainly.
We'll stop.
You're seeing it. So we're starting with them literally as you look and echo, as you explode off. They're probably only about 3/4 of the way there.
Okay.
So Echo, I would say you running at full speed. First of all, are you trying not to be seen?
Probably not. I don't think Echo would be able to take down the vehicle themselves.
Okay. So make a stealth check.
Don't try to engage them alone.
I was not planning on doing so.
I just have to make that qualifier given the rest of the crew.
But it may come to that.
Oh boy.
Not one.
Okay.
Oh no.
Was it?
Oh,
I thought it was a 7.
No, that's
Starting
the
off
7.
strong.
Oh dear.
So Echo, you tear
Wow,
away
not the
from
time
street.
for a natural 1.
And as you move through, you like rush forwards. You can see like people reacting. All of a sudden, there are like phones out. People are taking videos. This is being caught live as you begin to rush off.
my God.
And so, any semblance of stealth almost certainly gone. But you run fast. And I would say with that, you pull up onto the street just as you see this black SUV pull around the corner and the gate shut. You hear distantly this very, very quiet, almost chime and you recognize seeing a few lights blinking in the periphery behind the Magenta Fox. A very quiet alarm. They're on a heightened level of alert now. Thank you, Echo.
Wow.
You're so welcome. Echo kind of pings back. Unfortunately, I have been spotted by multiple people, including small children with video cameras.
I would say at this point, always the children. At this point,
Yeah.
Bubbs, you can actually see the person with the red hair who's walking towards you stop. They're maybe 20 feet away from the car. And all of a sudden, you see these yellow lights begin to swirl around. They look, you see everybody else like pull these, what look like, and for you, this is like that strange nostalgia trip for a place you've never been. They pull out what look like honest to God Tommy guns. You see like the circle shaped barrel, absolutely like modified submachine guns, but they begin to like disperse out. You hear through the glass, "Bring him to my office and don't let anybody by." And he turns, two of the guards with him, two of the other ones going over to escort you, it would seem.
Okay.
But, Echo, back to you. You kind of pull up. You can see the gate shut. You see shutters shut on the front level. The window's no longer accessible. What are you doing? You waiting for the rest of the group to catch up?
Echo's going to try and find a vantage point to like watch them and see what happens. Echo knows they can't take them alone.
Make a perception check.
How do you know for sure?
Well, if I roll a nat 1, Echo's gonna go right on in. Okay, that's so much better. That's a 27.
Okay.
Wow.
I am nothing if not chaotic.
As you see that SUV disappear, you look across the street and you can see like an old mom and pop ice cream stand, only one floor, but you do see this giant, what looks like a plexiglass ice cream cone that rises up into the sky. And so without too much trouble, you go around the back, jump on the dumpster, leap up to the roof, and then climb the scaffolding until you are the cherry on top of this ice cream cone. And you peer out and across. You see over the fence, you watch as the SUV disappears, and as your android eyes kind of like whir and click and zoom, you look through these little slits of glass. And you see the SUV, you see the robots, you can see this quintuplet of mobsters like approaching Bubbs. The alarms start going off. You see one of them point and then like retreat down the hall. You see all of this unfolding with the 27. For the rest of you, Shade, are you driving? Make a piloting check.
Is it an advantage?
No, there's no advantage in Starfinder.
Do I get a modifier?
No.
I don't even get my modifier.
I mean, you get a piloting modifier. You don't get a
I get
conditional modifier.
the speed. My speed in piloting
Yes,
is
that
increased
does-
by one
that does
level,
count.
which
Yes,
doesn't.
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. That's cocked.
I don't like this intense music. It's stressing me out.
Okay, that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Shade, you slam on the gas and your car takes off. You can see people like already out filming this android speeding through the streets now turn. All of this absolutely as a result of Echo's Natural One being captured on film. And like you're having these flashbacks of your boss yelling at you. You are certainly not listening to him at this moment, but you tear through the streets. You rush by, almost running people over, but with skill, you manage to navigate over sidewalks, around benches, and you shave off a lot of time. Echo, almost as you climb up to the top, you hear this screech, and as you turn and look, you could see just as Shade drifts around a corner and then like pulls up onto the main street, almost stopping. You like coming to the end of the intersection, the ocean in front of you, the casino off to your right. You can see the shut gate. I would say, given the previous roll, you actually see Echo as well.
Cool. Okay.
Echo sees them approach and pings down. Unfortunately, we have lost all element of surprise. I apologize. However, I do have Bubbs' general location inside the Magenta Fox.
Great. Maintain reconnaissance. We're gonna try to not engage because we will get killed.
Understood.
Take out a cigarette.
Well, suddenly, your comms begin to ring, and you see Peep.
No.
You answering?
Yeah.
You see Peep. He's wearing like a little white tank top. He's holding a little drink. He looks kind of relaxed for the first time in his entire life. And you can see he's like, "Hey, Shade, how you doing?"
Peep, now is not a great time. Can
I know you're at the beach, but look, some really great news. It looks like there was a couple corporate donations, and there's going to be an intern that we're going to send to help you. It's from our reboot program. So
Oh my god.
thank you, Ari.
Oh my god.
Don't expect too much.
Ari! Wow! Really came in. Wow.
Thank you for the cannon fodder.
So, yeah, this guy, he's going to come and he's going to give you guys a hand. He doesn't have a lot of bounty hunting experience. He's really interested in getting into the field, but just be nice to him, okay? Where are you? You're at Chili Cove? I can send him over there?
We had to drive back toward town for a moment. I'll get back to you.
Okay, and you just hang up. No problem. So you do that.
Do you give him the coordinates?
No. Fucking
What?
no. Why would
Enter
I
needs to find us.
I'm not gonna send him to this fucking hostile situation right now.
I have to pull up my
We
reboot
need an
program
intern at a
roster.
hostile
What is
situation.
the intern gonna do? Just come in and get
Be a
shot?
healer?
Yeah, it could
What
be a
the-
healer.
And this ends
No,
up
we're
in
gonna end
violence?
this non-violently.
You think that?
We gotta
Okay.
end it non-violently.
I am here
they
for
want
the
money.
non-violent
They
approach.
want money.
Oh, if only we had that Mosaic Team 5 cred stick. If you guys let me sleight of hand that from Peep, it would have been great.
I mean, I've got enough on hand, I think.
I don't know, man.
I've got it. Shade has been squirreling away all of his money. He doesn't use his money frivolously on expensive meals and getting drunk and having to pay off people who record themselves.
So, with
I
that
don't know
in
who you're
mind,
talking about. What are you
thank
talking
you,
about?
thank you very much, Ari. With that in mind, a couple of quick things. So, at this moment, flashing back to you, Bubbs.
Yep.
You can see these two burly mobster types approaching, black three-piece suit.
Am I gonna make that check for the
Go ahead, make that check, yeah.
Can I be going
20?
to the gate?
Could I
Natural 20?
also, could I also I get the whole thing on, the arms and the legs?
Sure. With a natural 20, as you struggle, it's like a moment where everything kind of like
Yep.
panic mode powers down, and all of a sudden, it's like this thing within you kicks into gear, this instinctual sort of response, and your hands begin to move on their own, and it's like you've been trained to do this before. You quickly and very quietly and fairly discreetly manage to reactivate the thrusting devices that you have attached to you. No problem. So this individual, the larger of the two, a human, opens the door and goes, "Come on, you're wanted upstairs."
Okay. The door is open?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna step out.
Okay. You step out. You can see there are 3 of these robots that are kind of keeping an eye on you, these 2 individuals, now kind of flanking you on either side.
Yeah.
They sort of gesture for you. One of them puts the barrel of this
Yeah.
gun into the small of your back and kind of gestures for you to move forward. A little smaller. Come on, go forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, you see through the open door an elevator off, maybe like 50 feet down the hallway. So you all walk. You doing anything before you get to the elevator?
Do I have signal on my comms? Can I just like glance at my comms and see if I have signal?
Sure. You discreetly just kind of take a quick glance down, and you can see you do have a signal. Almost as soon as the door opened, you have a signal back.
Okay. Are the burn robots not near me now at this point?
So as soon as you get into the hallway, one of them stands to block the hallway. You see one off to the left of that one. One of them is by the SUV, almost more like a truck, really.
Okay.
But so almost kind of like trying to pin you into this hall.
Okay.
One of them in the narrow confines is in front of you, one behind. The one in front of you presses the button. And you can see up at the very top right now, this elevator was at the 5th floor. You see a little P over that. And then 4, 3, 2. The door is open. Bing. After you. The big guy then just like pushes you forward. You go in?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Is Echo able to track the elevator, or is that out of there?
That's out of the right, but you see them go down the hallway. All
We
right.
still have the GPS from his comm, right? right?
You do, but this is
getting,
all
like-
relatively kind of like a vertical
Yeah,
move, so this
right,
is
right.
relatively, it's not like moving around a whole lot. That being said, at this point, Echo, you can relay that you were seeing this happening. What are you guys all doing?
I'm trying to go to the gate to have them non-violently let me in.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like go and try to talk to the people who are guarding the gate.
Okay. So you go up and you can see in front of the gate there is just like a valet. They look to be maybe in their 30s, wearing that crush velvet red jumpsuit like the people were wearing. Not that you saw them, but that they were wearing definitely like an attendant, not part of the overt security or mob group. But she smiles and just says, "Can I take your car for you?"
I'm actually looking for a completely bald, muscular, childlike man.
Oh, well, you're free to park across the street or anywhere around the corner. This is a valet zone, so I need you to kind of move
Is this
along.
not where the sirens were?
So they're not like
Or
loud
not the
sirens.
but like the lights? For the
So Echo's the only
secret
one that
gate?
can see those. Those are on the other side of the gate, and those are very much meant for
But
the
this is
people
the
who work
same
there.
gate.
Correct.
Okay, cool. My crewmate was just brought in here. As he is my responsibility, I believe I need to speak with your boss.
Okay, well, go ahead and find a place to park and then come on back.
Echo relays the description of the boss to Shade.
Okay.
I'm gonna ping to Gibbs and Spice. Could you park the car? I'm going to try and extract Bubbs.
Okay.
I would say while Gibbs and Spice are in the car, I would assume that Gibbs is still super mad.
Yes, absolutely.
And
It's like, you park it.
maybe cussing Spice out or like maybe like clammed up and
Yeah,
super
silent
angry
treatment.
at this. And Spice
sitting
you
in the
know,
back
last
seat, looking out
session-
the window.
got cussed out a lot, so she's like, oh my god, I really fucked up this time. So she's like in the back of the car, just being like, Gibbs, I'm so sorry. I didn't understand the gravity of the situation. And she's like kind of 180ing a little bit right now. She's like, ooh, I have to fix this somehow.
And I think for sake of ease, just because Gibbs is not here, at this point, Gibbs is going to just storm off. Just like needing to cool off, walking around the block. We'll come back in just a little bit.
Yep.
But they take off, taking this walk, and you are left alone, Spice, in this car.
She like puts her head in her hand and she's like, she hits the comms for the first time in forever and she's like, tell me what to do with the car.
Just go park it.
Done. She parks the car
Okay.
wherever the
You
closest
head north
parking
towards
spot
the
is.
beach, and you know, because you've been there, the boardwalk has a ton of parking. And as you get to the beach, you find this place, you pull in, you look up right as you turn the car off, and you see standing on the beach 3 GPF soldiers. You see wearing full uniform. They're
What? Joe?
they're holding like suitcases and things. They seem to be like ready to leave a vacation. But you notice, especially having been looking out for it, the emblem, give me one moment here,
Oh.
of the 7th Task Force 2nd Fleet. And further, you see that one of these is wearing the specific patch that would indicate that they work on the ship known as the Void Eater. It looks like they're getting ready to go, and as you open the door and kind of lean out, you can hear one of them just kind of saying, I'm going to be sad to see this place go, but we got to get back. I know things are important. And you can see they're like starting to get ready.
Oh my god. Spice like slowly stops the car and she calls out, Mari? Meek? Is this the Blue Squadron or whatever the fuck squadron she was, because I haven't looked at my fucking backstory in
This
forever.
doesn't seem to be your squadron. However, these are certainly people who work on that ship.
She's gonna go, the Void Eater? Are you guys from the Void Eater?
You say that?
Yeah,
Okay.
she does say that.
You can see one of them turns. Immediately, the other two, one of them is a drow, the other two are Lashunta. The drow and the other Lashunta look a little bit suspicious. And in fact, the drow definitely puts their hand at their hip. They're all in uniform. They all have weapons. But you can see the other Lashunta goes, yeah?
She doesn't recognize any of them?
Make a perception check.
Oh my god, this is not the time. I cannot believe this is happening right now.
Oh, when
Drama
it
on
rains,
drama
it
on drama on
pours.
drama.
Wow, okay. Let's see.
Just wanted to have a nice, relaxing beach day.
This is not relaxing
Yeah.
at all.
Cape's just at home drinking a little bubbly water.
24.
24. You know, it's hard to tell at first, but through the tan and the elements of sunburn, you can see lines, distant but relatively recent surgery. So perhaps some kind of facial reconstruction, but you don't recognize them. You notice a few augments, certainly, and you also notice with that check, this is somebody who carries the rank of captain, so relatively high ranking. And with that check, that is what you would notice.
You know, just like
Can I help you? Do you need something?
Spice, she's doing what I'm doing with my hair. She, grabs her hair because she's so in such, a heightened emotional state. The love of her life just got kidnapped. She has to go save him. And then her, literally, maybe arch nemesis might be right in front of her. She's having this, internal battle, and she goes, Grimstar? Goku?
You can see the other Lashunta comes forward, looking concerned. It looks like you're having a sunstroke to them, basically.
Yeah.
And they're coming forward, and they're just like, "Are you okay?" And they kind of put a hand up to your
Don't
head.
touch me!
You can see the drow just as soon as you say Grimstar, their eyes narrow.
recoils.
Yeah.
Who are you?
And you can see they pull out their sidearm, this kind of full-on assault rifle.
She doesn't throw her hands up because that's not what Spice would do. She says, "Who are you?" through her teeth.
Okay. And you could see this person who still doesn't have their weapon out, who is going to fill your head, is like, "Who the fuck are you?" And then the drow says, "How do you know the name Grimstar?" And they kind of walk up to you.
Oh my
Pause
god,
real
I
quick.
don't want to do this right now.
Because time is passing. Bubbs.
I don't have time for this, but
The elevator begins to rise. Give me just one moment.
And how many people are in the elevator with me?
Just you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd pop
Second floor. Third floor. Fourth floor.
Is there any way I can press any button to get off at another floor before it, or is it like an express elevator?
It seems to be an express elevator.
Okay.
swipe access.
Fifth floor.
I'm going to, as hard as I can. No, I'm gonna wait.
The door is open. In front of you, there is an opulent office or penthouse.
Yeah.
You can see through this kind of antechamber, and there are guards here, two of them. A huge brass fox statue. There is red tile floor here, a massive window that looks out across the fifth floor and over the boardwalk and the ocean. And then you can see smoking a cigar, looking out across this, the leader of this mob. They turn to you and they say, "So who the fuck are you that comes to my house and steals from me?" He turns, walks across this expansive space.
Look, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean. Look, the situation is totally taken the wrong way. I was just there, and it's not what you think.
That wasn't your name. And he's going to pull out, you see this weapon, kind of unusual looking, a little boxy. But as they depress the trigger, first of all,
Oh boy.
that is going to be a 30 to hit.
Yeah, you get hit.
I'm going to imagine that hits.
EAC or KAC?
EAC.
That hits.
Okay. So that is...
Wow.
Bubbs, you are going to take 12 points of piercing and fire damage as a white hot.
I have resistance.
There you go. So you can take off, I think it's 4 of that. Resistance 5?
5.
5, so 5 of that. This white hot round or flechette of metal pierces through your armor, your shield, and into your flesh and sizzles there for a moment. You can see steps forward again. Both of these guards pull out assault rifles. I'm going to ask you again, and then I'm going to start getting kind of nasty. Who the fuck are you?
My name is Bubbs.
No!
Bubbs? What the fuck kind of name is Bubbs?
Oh my god, this couldn't go anymore.
Who do you work for?
I don't work for anyone. I just want to get out of
I'm
here.
fucking done with this. Hold them. And these two just come in and they go to grab your arms. Go ahead. They're going to attempt to grapple you.
Okay.
So go ahead and I think they need to beat your, what is it? It's your KAC plus 13.
No, I want the
This?
no, the wrong idiot.
Duh, that's going to be close.
The one who murdered my boyfriend.
27. I don't think that's going to make it.
No, I have a 30.
You have a 30. Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. Make a reflex save for me then.
Am I still, have I gotten through the gate yet?
No. Hang on. We're going to get back to you in a second. This is all happening simultaneously here.
A 13.
A 13. So with a 13, that is going to be a failure. You are
Straight from it.
going to be taking
At least it's
13
not
points of electric damage, and you are now considered stunned.
Okay.
All of a sudden, as they try to grapple you, and you easily pull away, much stronger than these two, you could just see the larger one just go, fuck, get him! The little one pulls out what looks like almost like an electrified knife and just jabs it between your ribs.
Okay.
In this moment, it feels like the oxygen is sucked out from you. This individual is going to approach you further. Shade. At this moment, you step out of the car. Spice and Gibbs pull away. What are you doing?
Well, I was at the gate with
Yeah.
the valet. I'm trying to get in.
Okay.
So, if can I bribe them to let me in, or can I
What are you doing? At this point, they're just standing there. They're the valet, so you don't have a car anymore.
All
They're
right,
not paying
I'm gonna
attention to you.
Can I just go through the gate? Is it open? Because they.
No, that's the back. So the gate is like this large set of chain link gates that have closed and are now presumably locked. That is like a parking area access place.
I'm gonna say, look, what does it take for me to get in to speak with your boss?
Make a diplomacy check.
Sooner rather
Oh
than later.
god.
the
And
worst people are on the
No!
front
This is
row.
literally this is the worst case.
Hey!
It better be a 20.
no, it's a 15.
Okay.
That's like pretty good.
Okay.
Flat 15 with a plus 0.
You can
So.
see she looks around and just goes, you have 100 credits?
100 credits done.
Goes straight through. She goes, all right, come in through the front door and I'll get you around there. Introduce you to my boss. She leads you in through the front door of the casino. Right past the bouncers, you see 2 of them, definitely a heightened alert. They both have their hands on their weapons. You walk in, you see like this little chip exchange table. You can see the craps table that seems to have a weird amount of security around it. But you walk in, she like waves to everybody, just goes, "Oh, I'm just showing somebody who might work here," and just kind of like leads you past everybody, kind of shuffles you into an employee-only door. And she goes, "Okay, wait 1 second, just have to make sure that he's available."
He's probably with the bald-headed gentleman I told you about. Time is of the essence.
All right. She knocks on the door. Bill? And you
This is
just
not the
hear
same person.
this chair scrapes out. And then the door opens up. You see a man, like darker skin, kind of like fading hair. You see Chief Valet on his name tag. Little red velvet suit. Looks a little bit older. Yes.
This is not the gentleman I was referring to.
You
I'm
could
talking about
see-
the one who took my friend.
She's like, there must be some kind of confusion. I'm so sorry, Bill. And Bill just goes, and shuts the door. And she just turns to you and goes, look, I don't know what you want me to say, but I'm a valet. This is my boss. Who do you want me to introduce you to?
the owner of the casino.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and be able to introduce you to the owner of the casino.
Can you point me in the direction?
She just points up and just kind of rolls her eyes and walks, just sort of leaving you in this back area. You do see off to your left a staircase, a service elevator. Echo, from your position across the street on top of this ice cream cone, what are you doing?
Echo sees Shade get taken into the front door of the casino and realizes that they've kind of lost their chance to go in with them.
Yeah.
Because it's suspicious if they show up afterwards.
Yeah.
And is kind of looking to see if there's a back way to get in around that gate.
Make a perception check.
Would my 27 from earlier carry over?
Sure. As you take a look around the space, you can see to the right, there is this kind of chain link fence about 9 feet tall that runs around the area. But in this alleyway, there are places where dumpsters are pushed up and where, like kind of any resort town, there's a lot of garbage that accumulates pretty quickly. You could climb this kind of refuse and then just jump the chain link fence and end up behind some storage containers and then potentially sort of stealth your way into the building. Yeah.
Does it look like Spice could follow me in? Or is it like a Echo jumps higher?
No, Spice certainly, the physics are against her, but yeah, Spice could do it.
Okay.
I will require your assistance.
Echo has no idea what's going on. So Echo kind of pings Spice
Okay.
and Gibbs to be like, hey, when you're coming, leaves a little text note so
Okay.
that they're not talking. When you arrive back, I think I might have found a way in. And Echo decides to wait 2 minutes.
Okay.
Because they think that's enough time to park.
Perfect. Love it. 2 minutes
And then
is a long
after
time.
2 minutes, Echo's gonna go in.
Okay, great.
I'm trying to figure out how to get upstairs to the boss man.
Okay. There's an elevator and there's a staircase.
The service elevator?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into the service elevator.
There you go. You left unattended, see the button, click it, the door opens. You can see there is an empty, what looks like a serving tray that's kind of left there, one of those dollies that you push. Just has a bunch of towels in the bottom rack. You could enter, and you do see there is a 5th floor. You can open up to the penthouse, no problem.
Going to the 5th floor.
There you go. Spice.
So
Back on the
Spice,
beach.
she takes a good look at these 3 GPF people.
Sure.
And she's like, my name is Donna. Meet me here. At Chili Beach tomorrow at dawn. I'm busy. And she frantically skirts the car over, parks it in an open spot, opens the ping from Echo, and just goes at it.
Okay, no problem. Spice, you make the choice. Having just heard that they are literally leaving right now, that you are going to go and help your friends.
Well, I guess, wait.
Sure.
Going to say, I'm Donna. I worked with Kankashi on the 7th Task Force. Meet me here tomorrow at dawn. I don't, I know they said that they're leaving,
Yeah.
but that's what she says, and then she parks the car and she finds Echo.
Okay, that's a move. Give me 1 second.
Doesn't wait for them to respond.
Sure. So you begin to move. You go over. You find Echo, who has presumably gone down to a ground level.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's big.
Is this the same elevator that Bubbs was just in?
No,
No. Okay.
So you getting in the elevator, rising up. There's a little ding. You open it up. You can see you are coming out right next to that elevator. Let me get you some visual perspective.
No, I don't want the visual perspective because that means
I know, there's
combat.
a thing happening now. It's
All
a
right.
thing.
We need to see the thing.
Oh my god. My nerves are already shot in this. We're 10 minutes into this fucking
You just
game.
have to hold it now.
Alrighty. So we have.
Oh, look, there's the boss.
There's
Hello.
the boss.
A
God
lover of
damn
red.
it.
Great.
Can you take the minis off?
Oh, yeah. We're going to need those.
Probably.
What is that? Is it just got a big, creature thing just sitting on a desk?
Fox
I'll take
sculpture.
Squeak too for more.
Oh, you mean that metal thing?
Oh no, I'm at the big fox sculpture.
Oh yeah, there's a good fox sculpture. Bang, bang. Security guards. There we go.
Bing.
Put
I
Bubbs on
would
here.
also say that Peep Spice, while she was answering Echo's ping, also would glance at Peep's message that there's an intern.
Okay, sure. No problem. So, let me pull up our combat.
Am I like? Is this the
Can you
elevator I
slide that
came
a
out
little
of?
bit forward. Not that this is super easy to see, but it is what it is. So,
And I think Spice would unapologetically, but also with no context, send the intern her GPS coordinates.
okay, sure,
I
perfect.
don't
I
care.
love that.
That's love for you.
From an unknown number, coming back to you, you just kind of hear, and it's like very properly written out and everything. Okay, and then signed Edward.
Edward,
So-
what an angel.
Bubbs, and I guess more pointedly, Shade. For you, the elevator opens up. You see Bubbs sort of on his knees, being electrocuted and stabbed. If you could take the boss and move him, he is now standing 5 feet in front of Bubbs.
Does he have this little spidery?
No, that's on his desk.
There's a spider
here?
thing.
Here.
Yep. And I'm going to say, everybody go ahead and roll for initiative.
Damn! I can't even talk to him first.
You're coming up this elevator in the midst of like a torture session.
I put my hands up.
These dice are a little hard to read, bruv. I got a good one though. For the record,
22.
I rolled pretty high
the
on
20
the
on
Anybody
the
other
natural
natural
dice.
20.
scratched
Anybody
out.
natural
Yeah.
20.
No natural 20, but I'm a 21.
21. Anybody 25 to 20.
22.
20.
Wow.
Wow.
MT5 showing up
Who is
for their
22?
MT.
Bubbs? Damn. So just for reference, so Bubbs, you are 22.
Yeah.
Shade, you are 21.
20.
20.
Spice is 21.
Spice is 21.
Also 20.
Echo is 20. Their highest roll was also a 20.
Wow.
And their lowest roll was a 17.
Damn.
So they're still going last with a low roll of 17. Well
That
done.
is
Mosaic
incredible.
Team 5.
Wow.
So we're going to start with Bubbs, followed by Spice, then Shade, then Echo, and then we have some enemies going. So Bubbs, you are stunned, which means you're not holding anything, so that doesn't matter. You can't take actions, and you are flat-footed.
Okay. So could I move?
Yes, but you are flat-footed, and you can't take actions. Those are the only two things.
Okay, but I could use my jetpack.
That uses just your movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it seem... Out of character question.
Sure.
Is there a possibility there could be a dialogue in this, or is this like straight, we're doing combat?
I'm still gonna try to
At the
talk.
moment you are being tortured, he's talking to you and he's looking for information.
Yeah.
So you could do whatever you want to do to try to buy time, but also at this moment you hear this ding and like slow motion now, they're starting to turn to see whoever's coming up here. Things are happening, but yeah, you certainly could try.
We'll try to talk. Well, I guess that's metagaming, never mind.
I'm going to just hold a move action that if they start to like fire at Shade,
Okay.
my first action will be to break the window over there.
Okay, sure. And how are you going to break it? Just like rock it out?
Yeah.
Okay, love it. Fantastic. This
Back across the room.
so you hold that as an
Oh,
action.
this window?
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I decide not to do it when it comes to my turn, or is
Yeah.
it Okay.
So you're not really. So you can delay your turn. Starfinder works different than D&D. So you don't even have to declare a reaction. You can delay your turn.
Okay.
No problem. So you're doing that. Spice. You now joining Echo at the gate.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Ding up the elevator, right?
First, we must enter in. You are probably not well equipped to enter through the front entrance as you are wanted.
Spice is just like, what? Yes. Okay.
There's a back entrance. We should enter there.
Okay, take me to the back entrance. Let's go. And she's got the intern in tow.
The intern's still on their way. They were going out to Chili Cove where you guys are supposed to be, so they have to turn around. That's a
Intern's
30-minute
just like,
drive.
I'm gonna go to the beach. It's
Yeah.
gonna be so fun.
Yeah, they were like all excited to
Oh
go.
boy, this is such a great internship.
Neither here nor there.
On the beach.
So,
Wow.
Spice, Echo, at this moment, as you guys are kind of conversing about this, there is a large truck that pulls up to that gate. And you see there are like 2 or 3 extra security guards, but the gate does open for this truck. The loading bay door opens up. You see this black SUV back out to allow the truck to enter. In this moment, though, they do begin to kind of close this gate and that garage door.
Without even thinking, Spice just jumps onto Echo and is, or maybe doesn't, but she like hooks her arm around Echo and is like, "Take me, let's go." And she like motions towards the door. That's closing. I don't
Echo
care if you
carries
break my arm.
You can. I believe what that does is reduces your movement speed by a certain amount. Give me
Yeah,
one
but
second.
like if you go from 300 to 150,
Still pretty good.
Yeah,
No,
but I also don't want to
exactly.
be noticeable.
I think that if you're going to carry Spice in at top speed, that ship is probably sailed. All right, so. So yeah, you're reducing this by something like a 1/4.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
is
not that
that
bad.
gonna be terrible for Echo?
It's not terrible, but it won't be as speedy as you're hoping, and it will be
Well,
incredibly
as long
noticeable.
as it's over 20 feet. I only have 20 feet of movement.
What are you doing, Echo?
Oh, shit.
Does the garage door look like it's 20 feet away?
It looks like it's probably about like 50 feet across this whole thing on a diagonal.
Yeah, so I don't change what I'm gonna do.
Oh shit.
Unless, do you want to go up the back door? You can reject.
The garage door is shutting.
Spice
if you
is kind
go,
of like
now
trying
this
to
is gonna
shrug.
be a
Not
slide.
Spice. Echo's trying to shrug you off. This is not a wise plan.
Okay, Spice is like, whatever. But what's your plan then, Echo?
We can get over.
I mean, Rocco.
we can get over this.
Save.
We can get over the fence a secondary way. If we go through at top speed, we will alert the guards, and there are some pretty heavy-duty equipment inside.
Good thinking, robot. I like it. Let's
Not a
go
robot.
up.
Not a robot. That's so racist.
So you head off around and Echo, no problem. If you want to spend this turn kind of climbing over and with a fair amount of discretion getting in behind one of these trucks, you can see across from you the loading bay. There are still 3 of these robots. Let me get you some visual perspective.
Oh, 2 maps at
God,
once!
I hate where this is going.
beach too, actually.
Oh, so
I
you
want to
can
see fucking
throw
Silly
that one
Beach,
out here and
man.
put an
I'm too
intern on
stressed out
there.
for this.
I have to
put the intern mini in the middle of the beach, like.
enough cardboard to bring them all.
We'll just have the intern just be like walking around with the cred stay like jet ski?
Jet ski?
Lockout?
Yeah. I'm here to represent
Warm
Mosaic Team
beer?
5 by
For
myself.
beer?
Okay.
Sunscreen?
So, you can see in through the door, the front of the truck that is just backed in. You can see these 3 Harbinger brand controlled burn unit robots that are kind of patrolling the area. They're sort of cutting off the hallway. At the very end of that hallway, you can see there is a elevator. What are you doing?
Are they like patrolling in place or are they like walking around?
Kind of walking around, yeah.
Echo wants to wait for them to like kind of get out of sight a little bit
Okay.
and then attempt to run over to the elevator and
Okay, sure. So you hold your action for theirs to see where they go. Not a problem.
A lot of holding actions right now.
Holding
we're all
turns.
holding it.
Yeah.
Turns.
That brings us to that is Bubbs, that is Spice, that is we'll say that Spice and Echo went at the
But
same
we're
time
not
there.
even
Shade.
in combat with the people who are up there.
We're doing this so that way if Bubbs dies in the time that it takes you guys to get up there, because you took some time, this is a natural penalty. Not a penalty, a consequence. So,
The
Shade.
consequences of our actions. Oh no.
You stand now in this lobby, Bubbs maybe 20 feet in front of you getting electrocuted. What do you want to do?
Is my presence already known? Like
People are like turning to address this elevator. Ding! Like opening up. Yeah.
arms up.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, don't shoot. I'm the captain of this one.
Okay. Make a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy. Landed on top of a die.
Nice.
It's a 6.
Total?
6.
Okay.
It landed on top of the die flat as a 14, but I
Anything
re-rolled
else,
it.
Get those
Shade?
other die out of there.
I guess that counts as just free action to talk,
Yeah.
right? I'm gonna hold my action. If they start to fire at me, I'm gonna, duck for cover.
So if you're holding you're holding your turn, so you
Yeah.
can still do everything.
Holding my turn.
The thing about that is you can't just suddenly start moving if they start shooting. You're going to go after them, just so we're clear.
So I can't, if they shoot, I can't, jump behind the...
You're moving your turn in the initiative order.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to slowly walk up to them to,
Okay.
show
Sure.
that I am not a threat. In fact, I will take out my gun and put it on the ground.
Okay, no problem.
But I
So you
still have
walk
my...
forward,
That's okay.
drawing your weapon, saying "Don't shoot."
So I put it on the ground.
With that roll of 6, drawing a weapon probably not the best idea in this
Well,
tense moment.
I very clearly draw it up and put it directly on the ground.
Sure.
So
With that 6 of a diplomacy, you can see the 2 guards kind of turn and look at the mobster who has this gun pointed at Bubbs still, and he looks up and goes, "No, shoot him!" They turn. So first, it is the mobster's turn. They are going to unload on you with these assault rifles. Or, well, technically, they're...
So is it still my turn then?
No, so you were going to go after them.
Right, but I moved instead of
Correct.
holding my turn.
Correct. All right. So that, no.
So if they're actively shooting at me,
Yeah, that's what they're going to do.
which one is shooting at me?
No, okay. So let me be very clear about this.
Okay.
When you move, you can't break up your movement, right? So that's your movement.
Yeah, so I've moved up 10 feet to make myself, non-threatening.
So at that point, that is the end of your turn. And then
what
they
about my
go.
actions?
Are you doing an action?
If they're gonna shoot at
So
me...
this is the thing. You would not know that
okay.
they would shoot at you.
Okay, I will
You're killing me, Matt.
wirelessly hack one of the guns of the 2 who are trained on
Okay,
me.
that makes sense to me. Make a computer's check.
I think it just
you're killing me.
happens. Sorry. So I think
Oh,
it
you're
just,
using overload.
yeah.
Okay,
So
sure.
it just happens.
Absolutely, no problem. You activate wireless hack. In this moment, as this kind of tense stuff happens, there's this little tss, and you see a little bit of smoke rise from the barrel. It is their turn. They're going to fire at you. One of their guns is not going to work. So, as a swift action, they're going to drop it, pull out a tactical switchblade, and they will attack you with that instead. If you could
That's
go ahead,
2
move
move actions,
one of them up
isn't
over
it?
there.
To draw?
To drop a weapon?
Yes.
I don't think
Swift
so.
action to drop, move action to draw.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough. Then he's just going to throw it at you.
Okay.
You're going to take 1 shot from this assault rifle from one of them. So you watch as you overload the first thing. There's this little tss, and the smoke rises up. And as your android eyes zoom in, you see this single spark erupt from the barrel, and you trace it across the distance from the one gun as it enters into the breaching chamber of the other, and you see tss, as that seems to short something in that weapon too. He rolls a natural
Nice.
1. And that gun jams.
Nice spotted round.
2.
Both of them. like turn, fire, nothing happens.
I just want to talk.
They're going to take...
I say as a free action after they...
The one person who hasn't taken a move action over by the pool table is going to go over and move 15 feet over to the other side of the pool table. Yeah, right there. That is the end of their turn. The boss of this group here is going to
gonna
shoot
talk?
at you, Bubbs.
Oh, he's
Okay.
not going to talk?
No. Almost definitely not. And they're going to use bullet barrage.
What does that do?
A barrage of bullets, I would guess.
Yeah. It just means that you're going to take 2 attacks.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. That is going to be A
Use a wheel.
15k AC.
Oh,
wheel
I
myself?
beat that.
Yeah, and then a 29 against
I beat
15
that.
AC. A 29?
Yeah. I have a 30.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
nice.
you gave me like a really good armor.
Yeah. So as he pulls out, you can see the armor flares to life.
Yeah.
This field almost catching these metal rounds and bending them. For you, Shay, the only person who can really see this, you see the metal almost twisting and bending around Bubbs. Unable to hit you with those 2 strikes. They're going to take their move action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They're going to move around the fox.
Do I get attack power too?
And then crouch behind there. They had 5 feet of distance between you, very pointedly. So that is going to be their turn. That
So
brings
now?
us. No. Do you have a reach 10?
I have a feat that called step up and strike. So
Yeah.
if they take a guarded step, I follow them and do a strike against them.
It's not a guarded step, and
just
they're also
was
we're 5
already
feet
5
away
feet
from
away.
you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was like never in your range.
So that brings us to your turn, Bubbs.
Okay.
Top of the round. What do you want to do?
I am going to
Now I'd say with the gunshots.
full attack this one next to me.
Okay, make your attack rolls. So you turn. You could see his weapon misfiring in his hand.
Yeah. That is a 2.
We have a sirens
for the
now?
first one.
Yeah.
God.
What was that?
A 2 for the first one.
2 is going to be a miss, no matter how you slice it.
Hold on. Get my stuff out. And for the second one, that's a 3.
A 3.
Wow.
So still
time.
stunned. Well, oh yeah, you can take stunned off. You are no longer stunned.
Yeah.
So you take these 2 attacks, already kind of shaking off the effects of being electrocuted.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Your vision kind of blurs. Hard to strike. Anything else, Bubbs?
I think that's it.
Alrighty. Spice, what are you doing?
Are we? Oh, so Echo's above me, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna get up there. How did you get up there again?
Right now, I'll say the 2 of you jumped over the fence.
Okay.
So you just see there's like maybe from where you are now, 30 feet across, and then the opening to that door that you could see the truck is facing.
So yeah, I only have 20 feet of movement, so I'm gonna double move up to the door.
Okay, you can get 10 feet into the actual garage.
Okay.
So as you see it there.
Wait,
Sure.
so before she's gonna, like, obviously in a panic, run up to the door, but before she gets to the door, she's gonna get up to the door, like, take a deep breath, like, shake off the GFP that she saw downstairs, like, straighten her shoulders, and she's going to walk in there, cool as a cucumber, and, like, slide open the door.
Okay.
And she's gonna go, howdy.
Okay. You step around the corner of this garage. You see 3 flamethrower wielding robots at the edge of each of their arms, this little spark of fire still kind of burning. Each of them turns to you, and you can just hear, "Stop. This area is restricted." And they just start to move towards you. You see the little fire begin to flare a little bit brighter.
Great.
Anything else?
Well, I used all of my everything, so
There
no,
you go.
That's it.
That brings us to you, Shade, then Echo.
Still, like, please, we don't need to escalate this further. Can we please just talk?
Okay.
And overloading the nearest guys. Well, wait, did he pull out his knife?
Yeah, he pulled out his knife. They're reloading their weapon.
All right, I'm gonna wirelessly hack this guy's weapon.
Okay,
overload it.
sure. So you could see they cut through this clip. They take out another one. They load it. You hear them like cock it home, and then it just goes
And
again.
I'm just focused on the boss. Just like, please call your men down. I just want to talk.
You can just hear off in the corner, "It's not working!" And he's just like trying. You just hear tick, 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 as he's just trying to fire again and again, but you've overloaded this weapon. Anything else?
No.
Would you like roll like a diplomacy action, a skill check?
We're gonna get to that in a second. Echo, You see Spice just run across the parking lot. You see these 3 robots turning to address her as she tries to flirt with them. What would you like to do?
Well, Echo knows that all caution has been thrown to the wind now.
Yeah.
So Echo, where's Spice on this map, basically?
So Spice is where the truck is facing. Anywhere 10 feet in on that side. So the other side.
Where's the elevator?
Here?
Yeah, in relation to this room.
Or
Let me come over here, I'll show
in
you.
here.
Yes, so the big opening over there, the black is wall.
Gotcha, I see.
The big opening is facing the light over there.
So
the
where
little
would
opening
you
behind
be?
the truck is a 15-foot wide corridor that leads to the elevator.
So the 3 bots are in front of
The
the...
elevator.
Yes.
That's annoying as fuck.
This is
Yeah.
our board. That's why Echo was taking it easy.
Take it easy.
Just to go slowly.
I
So,
wanna... Well...
well, Spice, where's Spice at? Because Spice just said howdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be... I guess...
Well, that crate is pretty useful because it could also double as a coffin.
Yeah.
Appropriately sized, yeah.
I guess she's gonna hide behind one of the crates. In reality, the direness of the situation is taking a hold of her. Olive doesn't want to put her there, but
Yeah,
I
no
guess
worries.
Spice would put her.
So Spice kind of ducks back. Echo, what are you doing?
Echo's gonna try the other side. Come on. There.
Like how Dan's just watching, not helping you at all.
Thanks.
Oh,
Dan.
sorry.
Yeah, just looking.
And Echo's going to slide the whatever gun that they have in their inventory. I can't remember the name of right now. Hold, please.
Sure.
Oh, was it
There we go.
Submachine
The semi-auto pistol from the folding grip just
Sure.
out of their sleeve. And attempt to trick attack on the nearest baddie.
Sure.
guy.
Cool thing about the model of robot that Echo is, android that Echo is,
I'm not the only one,
the
all right?
unfolding grip. Sorry, there's robots on the board.
Wow.
The unfolding grip integrates partially into your body. So as you move your hand out, it kind of unfolds from the mechanics of your arm and just appears in your hand. Sort of,
Oh, that's super cool.
yeah, but no problem.
All right, so it's sleight of hand. The DC is 20 plus the target CR, which is like
Oh, you're
Kaizo.
wrong,
Could
sorry.
we make it lower?
It's not. So these are not terribly high CR creatures.
Okay.
That's
I just
good.
roll like shit.
You guys have encountered them already, although you didn't end up activating any.
This is not the one with like the huge cannon.
Alright.
No, this is not the
Melded to that
railgun
arm.
one.
Okay, this is pretty good.
Okay.
This is pretty good.
The orbital cannon.
Yeah.
So with my stealth, that's 32.
And there
for
has to be, what is it, plus? It's whatever.
20 plus their CR.
That beats it.
Yay! Yay!
Nice.
But
Love
now
to
I have
see
to
it.
hit it.
Yep.
Okay, please
Come
don't
on,
roll
come
badly.
on.
No whammies. Go.
That's good, no?
A 16?
A 16. And that is against their.
KAC.
That is going to hit.
Nice!
Yay, one good thing!
One good thing. One good thing.
I don't know how good I feel about the one
Better than
good
nothing.
thing. It's still gonna end in a TPK. Gibbs is gonna come back from stomping around and be like,
Alone.
I'm so mad.
Stop
Everyone's
with
dead.
the, stop with the
Ultra abandoned.
Oh my god.
Her
that'd
worst
be-
fear.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Wow.
I took a walk, did some thinking, and I got everyone ice cream. Wait, where is everyone?
Oh my god, that would break my heart.
7.
Imagine.
No.
They can't
So
die.
it's 27.
Okay.
Can't let that happen.
It's
and
so afraid of being abandoned. Abandoned everyone and is alone
the
forever
target is
now.
flat-footed or off target until the beginning of my next turn.
Ooh.
Yes.
Spice, you run around the corner. This robot is like, halt. And you're like, oh shit. You like backpedal. And then suddenly you feel the wind behind you as Echo runs around the other side, pulls out the pistol, and you hear like a similar message on the other side. Halt. This is a restricted area. And then suddenly there is this like quick draw pistol pull. You pull fire and hit right underneath their arm where the canister for the fuel is carried. There is this moment where you just hear halt, and then poof, this explosion of fire. They're dead.
Oh, good. 'Cause
Wow.
it was actually 29.
They're even more dead.
They're more dead.
As
Yes,
the
that
fire
one.
kind of implodes and pulls the flames back with it, you can just see like the charred leg still going, and you hear this voice modulator that's just going halt, halt, halt as it just dies.
Echo mutters under their breath, "Not a robot."
There you go.
Damn.
That is
Okay.
your turn, Echo.
That's my turn.
Phenomenally done. That brings us to the mobsters. So you have the one who, they're going to swift action, I believe, reload their weapon. Give me 1 second here. I forget because they never have to do this. They never live long enough.
Reload is a move action.
There we go. So move action, reload, and then Shade. Both of them are going to move action, reload. Shade, make a diplomacy check.
Oh, come on. No whammies. No whammies. Come on.
Speak. 9.
You're going to take 2 shots from this assault rifle as your pleas fall on deaf ears. It's a natural 20. And
Damn it. Wow.
Oh, that's the Harbinger model. Sorry.
Wait, one of them is overloaded.
Yeah, but they can reload as a move action, right? To clear that?
No, it's their,
Yeah, but
their
that's a-
gun is
that's a
jammed.
feat.
Yeah, their gun
Oh,
is
it's
just-
jammed.
Their gun is
jammed.
so
Okay.
yeah.
It's a swift action unless you take a feat to reload.
So in that case,
The device is non-functional for 1 round,
okay. Then in that case, they are both just going to
can't.
work on their weapons.
but I can't do
Thank
anything with it
Jesus.
after.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say the one that is near you, Bubbs, is just going to move 5 feet, not out of your range, but just so that he's between you and the elevator. So if you could just swivel him right there. Yep. 5 feet, like, closer to you. No. Yeah, perfect. The boss from over here is going to pull out a small gleaming object.
And talk
God.
to me.
It's a remote.
And you can see he pulls it up to his mouth and then pulls out a little pin and tosses it underhand. So where's my template here? I learned how grenades work. You target an intersection,
Yeah.
and it is going to be this intersection right by your feet, Bubbs, and it's going to hit the
Is he
two
gonna?
of you.
All right.
Is he gonna?
And the other dude?
No, actually.
Do
Sorry?
we get to make like a reflex?
It is
save?
just a 10-foot,
Yeah.
or sorry, a 5-foot radius.
Oh,
Wow, that is conveniently small.
It is a tiny. So all of a sudden, there's a crackling, loud
Does he
noise and a
hit that?
bright light.
He made it.
I'm gonna find out.
Okay. I hope he accidentally hits himself.
That's cocked. That is also cocked. There we go. That is going to go. It's gonna. Well, it doesn't hit himself. He can't hit himself. That would be a really long.
Yeah.
He goes to throw the grenade and he throws it straight into the fox in front of him, and it just bounces and hits him in the chest.
It's like the
That's a
kid
nat
in
one.
dodgeball.
He takes
who
it,
tries
he
to
tosses
throw
it, and you
straight
see
up.
it strikes right between you and Bubbs and rolls just about 5 feet forwards. You can see the guy who is like there begins
shit.
to like go to close his eyes. Make reflex saves, please, both of you. Oh, he fails it.
23.
23.
4.
24.
Nice.
Those
So
are
you
high
watch.
reflexes.
That's what I put all my shit in.
This
diplomacy,
flashbang
but I can
over
run
this thing.
fast.
And the only person who is stunned by it is the mobster. You can see you two both turn, trained reflexes, and the mobster who's like working on his weapon just sees the grenade roll up to his feet.
Oh, fuck.
And, yeah. And then he just like blinded, ears ringing. But that is their turn. That brings us to the top of the round. I am going to go ahead and say this is going to be where these robots are going to go. So, Echo. Almost is one. The 2 robots and Spice. You see this too? The heads snap and they move towards you. There is this as they move over, climbing over the truck. They're both going to fire. They hold up these flame cannons at the end of each of their arms.
Are they like right on top of me?
One of them is going to be 10 feet back on top of the truck. The other one is going to get down to the other side of the truck, on the other side of the, right there. and both of them level these flamethrowers at you, and you just hear again in stereo, halt, and then these flames go forward. Make a reflex save, please.
All right, I haven't rolled this one all session. It's got to have some good stuff in it.
You always say that, but it never does.
Oh.
I need you to keep track of my ones, because that helped Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
It's a 13.
It's not bad.
It's a 13.
You're going to take 9 points.
Hold on.
Yep.
Hold on.
Yep.
I have to check my things here.
Do it.
I think if I... Never mind, that's if I succeed.
Oh.
Bummer.
You're going to take 9 points of fire damage from one, and you're going to take 5 points of fire damage from the other,
Okay.
and you are on fire.
No.
Echo, your jumpsuit, this brand new Rocco, or what's it called? Rocket courier jumpsuit begins to smolder and burn before.
Echo's not wearing that to Chili Cove.
Yes.
Echo learned their lesson.
I did not.
What are you wearing again?
Echo's just wearing standard beach clothes that Peep has supplied.
There you go. Your standard beach clothes, no more. You are just a gleaming android once more, but also taking burn damage. That is their turn. That brings us to the top of the round. Give me 1 second. I lost my
everything.
Bubs, you are up, followed by Spice. What do
Okay,
you
so
wanna do,
since it's an
Bubs?
express elevator, and this guy is in the elevator,
He's stunned.
Yeah, okay, but he's still in the elevator. If I just press the door close button, will that send him down to the bottom floor?
You would imagine.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, channeling things that you have already done throughout this campaign. Seeing somebody in the elevator, you just lean in, tap the buttons. Are you pressing all of them?
Yeah.
Great. You run your hand down all 5 buttons, and you just hear floor 4, and then ding, it shuts. The elevator begins to descend. No problem. That guy is going down.
Yeah.
You could just see, like, as the door shuts, he's just like, no, and then it just shuts and he begins to descend. That is your turn. Anything else?
Is that what is that? Is that just a free action? To
We'll
press
call
a
that
button?
a swift action. That's like
Okay.
that's like changing a grip.
I am going to then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, move over to here,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack this guy.
Make your attack roll. You can see he's like punching the side of his gun, like, why aren't you working?
Ooh, that's a 16 plus 10.
Yeah,
So
Nice.
26.
that's gonna hit.
Okay, and what is my damage? I forget. Hammer. Okay, D10. This is a D10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's a 4 plus 10, 14.
14. You run around. He's
Oh
like
no,
punch-
plus 13.
Whew.
So 17.
All right.
I was looking at my attack roll, not my damage roll.
So you run around the table, and as you see him punching the gun, just like, come on, come on, you like almost begin to slide, and using the momentum, you step into your punch and deliver it straight into his chest. You can feel elements of the gun bend a little bit in his hands as you snap home, and he slams into the wall behind him, kind of recoils. The weapon's still not seeming to work, but
Yeah. And as I do this, I'm saying like a mantra to myself. Posture is perfection. Stand up straight for your friends. Stand up straight to your enemies.
fantastic. So you channel this English finishing school for young women's commercial, and you deck this dude. Anything else?
That's it.
Alrighty. Fantastic. That brings us to Spice. Shade, you are on deck.
Spice is like, I don't fucking have time for this. So she kneels down, takes off the sniper from her back. And can you make a full attack with ranged weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's gonna full attack these guys. I'm gonna say specifically the one closest to her.
Yeah, sure.
Let me pull up my mod real quick. I think it negates it anyways. It does. Wow, natural 1. Is that a 1? Yeah, that's a 1.
Okay.
That's a 7.
Oh, is it a 7?
You are lucky. There's a lot
The
of
1 is right next to
there
it.
is a lot of explosives in this room.
Okay,
Car
it's
with the save.
it's
Carousel.
literally actually just a 7 though. 'Cause
Okay.
We need to re-ink those numbers.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to use this one anymore. It's so hard to read.
They're the Gunty dice.
I don't know about Gutsy
You
anymore.
pull out these weapons,
Retire.
and as you bend down on one knee, everything going on around you, it's hard to track. You fire, and the weapon seems to almost self-correct, but in this narrow space, still not enough room, and it hits the ceiling and chromes off harmlessly.
Okay, so Spice like, oof, that went badly. Takes a deep breath. Rolls. Second one. Nice, 16.
16 in total.
Yep, in total. What the
That is against
modifier?
KAC.
EAC.
That hit. Oh, that hits.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. So it's going to be electric and fire damage.
You said electric damage.
And fire.
Okay.
Both. 0. 10 points of damage!
Nice.
It's not a 0.
As you fire this and the electricity crackles through the projectile, first, you can almost not see them. You kind of like look underneath and you can see the feet of this robot. And as the flames billow across this space, you can see their shadow. And so you actually aim out towards the street. And as you fire this special weapon that you have, it curves the bullet around and right in. Echo, you can see the robot as it goes halt and begins like firing flames at you. Suddenly, how much damage was that?
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
Electricity and fire damage.
You can see it does more damage than you would expect it to do. This electricity crackling
I
through
chose
its
that
frame.
for a reason.
It just goes halt, 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 and it begins to kind of smoke and little sparks fly off. But a good amount of damage. It's looking rough. Anything else, Spice?
Yes, as my... Oh no, that was both my... That's it. I
There you
took
go.
both my actions then.
That brings us to you, Shade. Echo, you're on deck. Shade, up back in the penthouse. Hands up. You can see Bubbs suddenly disappears around the corner. This guy bends down from throwing a flashbang.
I'm gonna take out the box of super nice cigars that I just got.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one out, light it myself, and like hold out the box and be like, I don't want to have to ask again. Please call down your guards so we can talk about this rationally.
Make a
It'd be more
diplomacy check.
beneficial
And
for both of us.
take a +4 conditional modifier.
Thank
too.
Jesus,
Fucking-
finally!
Is he a cigar smoker, this guy?
He was literally smoking one as you came up.
Ooh.
19?
Ooh.
Plus 4? Or is
Just
that...
19, that's
Okay.
plus the 4.
Well, still good.
Okay, we'll get back to that. Very good, very good.
Sooner or later, diplomacy was gonna have to win.
In the middle of this firefight, both literally downstairs and figuratively upstairs, you stand in the middle, light a cigar, and then hold the box out. It's like slow motion Ave Maria starts playing, but no problem. That is your turn. That brings us to you, Echo. Back down in the loading bay, you see these robots hauling towards you.
All right, so the one on top of the truck is the one that got hit, yes?
No, the one down right in front of you.
Oh, perfect.
gimme.
Echo is going to
Satisfying ball.
attempt another trick attack by like faking them out by kicking the crate,
Okay.
kind of like at the robot.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a 21.
21.
Nice.
It's 20 plus their CR. Meets it, beats it. They're
Nice.
CR 1. So no problem. You like step forward, you kick the crate, it hits them in the shin. You just hear as they're like smoking, you see like a hole in the head. Spice's bullet passed through the side, exited from like where a mouth on a human would be. You just hear ow as you like kick into it.
It
But yeah,
says
go ahead.
ow?
Yeah.
Aw.
It is still a robot.
Howdy, Talon.
So that is
Nice. That was a good roll.
24 to hit with the KSC.
Yes, 24 hits. Nice. You kick this crate straight into its shins. You just hear ow, and it kind of
Ooh.
bends slightly.
Not,
What are you looking for?
my D6 is lost. It's the same color as the floor.
Oh no.
I've got another one. Shit, but that one's stupid.
How much damage?
3,
Wait,
5,
it's stupid. It doesn't count.
10. Hold, please. Okay, well, it was is 18.
18?
Plus 2 is 20.
20 points of damage.
Yes.
Wow, how the
Wow.
fuck? How do you do that? 5?
The crate slides across the ground,
3d8 plus 1d6
hits it right
plus
in the
2.
shins. You hear, ow! It bends forwards.
Operators are really good.
You see, like, into the carapace of the armor, this area where it's just controllers and wires and circuit boards, and you depress the trigger into this tiny little opening. It howls through the interior, and you just hear ding, 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 ding as it bounces around, tearing apart the interior of this robot. It goes down smoking.
All right. I still have my move because I
This
haven't
one?
Yep.
moved.
Correct.
Is it a move action to roll on the floor if you're doing like little barrel rolls to the elevator?
I would say no. I see what you're trying to do.
Could
Okay.
you go
You know what?
prone?
You know what? If you want to, I would say you can take half your movement, go prone, and make an athletics check to try to put out the fire.
I would love to do that.
Sure.
Sounds like a great compromise.
Because you know what? We need a little bit of comedy, and what's funnier than the image of an android just rolling on the ground
Maybe
doing
a
barrel
different
rolls?
android in the middle of a firefight offering cigars to somebody?
Yeah, exactly. It's a 22,
22, okay.
and half my movement. So that's just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
In a very calculated fashion, as it bends forward and you begin to press the trigger, you run forward, and as it explodes, you jump off the same crate you kicked into it. And you use the explosion of the robot as you jump through to suck the air away from your body and immediately extinguish the flame. You run up to the rest of the half of your movement up, and I believe that gets you 10 feet into the hallway. You see the elevator just kind of gaping open in front of you. Or actually, you see it's on the second floor currently. It's
It's going up or down?
No, it's coming down.
All right.
Wait, there's someone in the elevator. isn't
Yes, there is.
We don't know that.
That's true.
That
We
is
don't
the
know
end
that.
of your turn. That brings us to these mobsters. So suddenly, one, ding, the door opens and you just see this guy. He has his communicator out and he's like trying to get a signal. He looks out. He's holding his gun in his hand. He sees just you, Echo, and just not having any context, but knowing that there's a break-in, he's gonna fire at you once.
Ah!
Before he fires, Echo just like slow blinks at him, like,
He kind of slow blinks at you too, but that is not great.
That's good.
That is going to be 18 to hit.
It does hit.
Okay. That is your
Not-
KAC?
Yeah.
Okay, unfortunate. That is going to be 12 points of piercing damage.
Still good.
As the elevator door opens up. Oh, wait, I forgot that I have sound effects for this. Just unloads little weapons at you. You kind of duck into the corner, feeling them chrome off the metal of your body and the floor. But that is his turn. We go back up to the penthouse. The one that is on behind this pool table, their weapon is working again. Unfortunately, they go before their boss. Bubs, they're going to shoot you once.
Isn't if I'm in their
You
threat
get an
range?
attack of opportunity
yeah.
because you're within
Yes, you
range.
do.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is going to be like a 20, or I think that's going to miss. Hang on. They rolled a 16.
KAC?
No, hang on. 28 against your
I did.
KAC. Yeah.
Nice.
So he fires almost at point blank, and you're able to take your forearm, smash the barrel out of the way. But that is, go ahead and make your attack of opportunity.
That's a 7 plus 10.
17
Yes.
against.
KAC because it's a punch.
No, it's a hammer.
It's a hammer.
Oh.
So is that? Oh, you didn't activate it, did you?
No, I imagine I activate it when I use it.
I think it's a swift action to activate it though.
Oh, we've never done it that way.
Oh, okay. No worries then. So on the card, is it going against EAC? Is it fire damage?
It's B and F.
So fire damage. Okay. So that is against the EAC. And that is going to make it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is a 6 plus 10. 16. Plus 13, so 19.
19.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ooh.
See, if I could do 19 points of damage on a turn, I wouldn't have to bring out fucking cigars to try and talk
You can
people
see
back.
Yeah,
finally he
Tyler.
manages to clear the
too.
jam in his gun. He pulls it up right as you sock him as hard as you can in the face. You feel the orbit give
the
way. Oh, with the hammer,
Yeah.
sorry. So you hit him right in the stomach with the hammer. he like all the air leaves his body, like spits on the ground. You see the eyes bulge for a moment. That's a substantial amount of damage, and he is looking kind of rough. Anything else? That's your attack of opportunity. That brings us to the leader. So, Shade holding this box of cigars out. He looks at you. You see the eyes just peek up. You see just the red hair, the eyes over the statue. I'm watching you. And he like pulls out the gun. He aims it at you. He's like, he holds up his hand. You can see this guy who's like sucking in air at Bubbs's like feet is just kind of like shaking, waving his arms off. Who the fuck are all of you?
We're members of Mosaic Team 5.
Oh,
I'm the captain. This is my crewmate, Bubbs. I am responsible for him, therefore I'm here to pay any debts that he owes you. I don't know what he did, but I am here to rectify that situation and try to maintain our now blown cover.
Make a very important diplomacy check.
That's cocked. Oh my god. Oh my god.
it can't be one.
It was on a 20.
No!
And then it went to a 2.
Yeah!
You say this out loud. His weapon already aimed at you. You can hear he just goes, "Bounty hunters!" And he just starts firing. He is only going to get one shot off. And that
Now
is
we
going
have to
be
kill him.
a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Where's my D8? You are only
That
going to
was
take
so close to
8
being
points
awesome.
of
and then
fire
it
damage
wasn't.
as he snaps a shot off, and this burning hot, white hot, scorching shard of metal hits you in the arm, and he ducks back down. You just hear, "I fucking hate bounty hunters!" That is his turn. That brings us to the top of the round. These robot, I've remembered it was just one, is going to wheel around and... Yeah, Echo's the primary threat for sure. It's going to try to set Echo on fire.
Again.
Echo. Go ahead and make a reflex save.
Is this mobster, is he like a Don Corleone, or is he like, like a weaker mob guy?
You don't know.
It's 15.
15. Okay. So actually, that's not bad. Not great. You take 8 points of fire damage.
Okay.
You are not on fire.
Okay.
However, in this moment, kind of as you were like again, see like the elements of your clothing beginning to light, you almost scrape up against the wall trying to extinguish the flames. But that fire howls over the back of your shoulder, and this robot is going to move till it's like looming over you on this truck.
Wow.
Again, you hear trespassers will be prosecuted. That is their turn. That brings us to Bubbs. Spice, you're on deck.
I am just going to straight one attack this guy.
Okay, one attack this guy.
That is a 16 plus 10, 26.
That hits.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love to see that.
Smash, smash, smash.
Yes. That is a 7 plus 13, 20 damage.
20 damage?
Yes.
So
Bam, bam.
you watch as this boss is just like, wait, stops everybody. The guy doesn't shoot. He's like going like this to stop. In this brief moment where everybody is doing this timeout, Bubbs, you just punch this dude as hard as you can. He's defenseless. He can't defend himself. You break his neck. He's down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just completely completely inappropriate. You kill him on the ground. That is your attack. Are you moving? You doing anything else?
I am just going to just reposition to the mob boss and just look at him now.
Okay. No problem. So you move around, kind of turning. You look across this ashtray.
I'll move up to him.
Okay, no problem. You move around this overstuffed chair, and you can see now you are behind you. There is this huge window, and then a 5-story drop to the ground below.
And as I walk into him, I say, I'm going to ask you some questions, and you're going to answer them.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
That is a 5.
Okay.
Or is that
Your voice cracks as you walk forward.
Did I re-roll or?
Yeah,
that's
that's cocked.
Bummer.
No, that's good.
That was a good thing.
Oh.
He rolled a 5.
It's a 2.
Never mind, that was about the same as it would have been.
You go to say that, your voice cracks, and you have to like cough a bunch. You lose the drama in the
I
moment.
think we just need to throw away all the dice at the table this evening.
Spice, below you, fire crackles. You can't see Echo through the flames and the heat. You hear an automatic weapon firing from the hallway. What are you doing?
I am trying to find Bull Rush in this. Oh, here we go.
Okay. Oh, Bull Rush.
Let's see. That doesn't really make sense for me. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to move up to this guy, and I'm going to stab him with my newly acquired Vesk carbon steel blade.
Okay, yeah, make your attack roll. This is against the mobster?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this guy's having a bad day.
I thought about stabbing the robot, but I figured this guy's right here.
More stabbable.
Well, it's going to be a 14 to hit.
That is going to be a miss. You rush forwards with this blade and bringing it down with 2 hands. You swing. It hits on this like shoulder guard and kind of glances off.
Fucking hell. She says that, and that's her whole turn. 'Cause
Okay.
She moved and tried to stab.
There you go. Shade, you are up. Echo, you're on deck.
Okay, it's just this guy now.
As far as you can tell.
One more time before I have to kill this guy. I'm gonna give him one final out. Be like, if we wanted you, we would be able to take you right now. It's 2-on-1. Let's just talk. Kind of trying to be a little more, I mean, it doesn't matter, get nothing for either, but, you know, a little more forceful with the...
Make an intimidation check. Take a +4 conditional modifier for having this
Having
2-on-1
Bubbs right
advantage over here.
Are you fucking kidding me? 10.
10. Okay. Doesn't seem to really react. More focused on Bubbs than you at the moment.
Okay. Then as a swift, or I guess as a move action, I'm pulling out my rifle.
Gravity gun him.
And before I do anything else, I'm not going to shoot him yet. I'm going to wireless hack his weapon.
Okay, sure. No problem.
So I've overloaded his, and now I've overloaded everyone's, and that's it.
Yeah,
So
everybody has
he tries to
overloaded
shoot.
weapons.
I'm giving him one more chance to try and fucking de-escalate.
Not a problem, Shay. That is your turn. That brings us to you, Echo. So, from where you are, you can see this robot looming over you from the top of this truck. You can see this mobster who has just appeared in the elevator door. What are you doing?
Who looks worse off? I know the robot on top hasn't been hit, but how does this other guy look?
This other guy, not looking great.
Sweet. Echo's focused on trying to get to the elevator,
Okay.
so Echo would probably leave the robot on top of the truck alone.
Sure.
And attempt to rush at the second guy with a trick attack using stealth, just because they're like around the corner.
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
The truck. I'm just kind of like.
Yeah, give it a shot.
I should probably have my stealth score memorized by now. That's a 26.
That is going to make it. Wow, look at that. Now all you have to do is hit.
Just don't use Kraken dice, Kara. They don't like you. They really don't like you. Every other dice is very, very fond of me. That's a 25.
For KSE,
Yes.
that is going to hit.
Nice.
16 damage.
16 damage. So this guy who has just been like sent down here, suddenly attacked down here as well. No idea what's going on. And then all of a sudden a lightning fast android streaks into the elevator and just completely like upends him. He doesn't see you coming. He's just almost on the ground in an instant. Anything else, Echo?
Almost on the ground. He's not quite yet.
No, he's not. He's not by rules prone. I don't believe.
But he's still, like, alive.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Echo's going to rush towards the elevator to kind of, like, get in the way of it to stop it from closing.
Okay, sure. You stand half in, half out. That is your turn. That brings us to these mobsters. The one that is right in front of you is going to take a shot at you. That does provoke an attack of opportunity as they are within 5 feet of you. Additionally, they miss. That is going to be something like a 11. So would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
I would love to.
Go ahead. Use your reaction.
Picturing just, like,
Echo's so
slamming his
taken aback
head.
that they would try this that they just biff.
Okay, yeah. So it's just you guys both missing in this tiny space.
Why would you do this?
The other mobster is dead. So that brings us to the boss, who is kind of 2-on-1 overmatched here. He's going to drop the weapon, which is currently smoking and clearly not working. And he's going to put his hands up and he's going to kind of start backing up and away from this window for sure, because he feels a little nervous over there. He's going to just back up until he like bumps into the desk, and he's going to just stop there. And he's going to look over at you, Shade, and he's just going to go, "What do you fucking want then? Why are you coming in and just stealing from us?"
Again, I don't know what your business is with Bubbs. I came to rectify that situation as non-violently as possible in order to maintain our cover for a bounty that you have no interest in. It's not someone from your organization.
Who is it?
That I cannot tell you. I actually don't even know if we know yet.
He looks at you. He looks at Bubbs. Bubbs, what are you doing at this point?
Yeah, I'm just like menacing, like looking at him. Pure revenge.
Okay. He looks over and he goes, "We don't need any of you. We just want the La Junta."
Oh, shit. Oh.
Any business that you have with her as her captain, you would have with me.
It's not just me. She owes a lot of people money.
Do you mean Spice?
Yes.
Yeah.
How much does she owe?
Us? 10,000 credits.
If I were to offer you all of the credits that I have and a service of your choosing within reason, would that absolve her debt?
You could see behind these two dim kind of brown eyes, he seems to be doing a little bit of math, and then suddenly the eyebrows shoot up and he goes, "I think we might be able to come to some kind of arrangement. But can you call Knuckles here off?" And he kind of gestures to Bubbs.
Look at Bubbs and just be like, non-verbally, kind of like, all right, ease up. We got an in. We gotta try to take the non-violent path out of this.
Bubbs
Fucked
is
up.
gonna just stare at him and look at him and just like look at the window and just have this like look in his face.
Okay. For the final part of his turn, for his action, he's going to pick up that little spider-looking thing next to him on the desk, and he's going to hold it almost like a comfort item. But that is his turn. So that is going to bring us, and we're going to put a pause on this initiative order, but we're going to go back to the one down here. So that brings us to you, Spice.
Well, unfortunately, Spice didn't hear that. But so she's going to take another swing, I think, at the robot this time.
Okay.
With carving steel blade.
Yeah, no problem. So you make a nice overhand slash upwards at this robot that looms over you.
Wow, fucking low rolls today, man. That's a 10 to hit.
What is up with
Right off.
shitty
You feel the
dice
vibration ring
say
through
that
your
about the
arm, and it
milk here.
hurts.
I want them
But that is a
hear.
miss.
Move action,
Oh,
going
big
to
shit.
move into the elevator with
Stupid
Echo.
game.
Okay, no
It's 'cause
problem.
Ari's not
The
here.
three of you are crowded into this elevator. There's maybe room for one more person. Are you
Can I
pressing
s-
any of the buttons?
Yeah, gonna press going up to the floor that they're on.
No problem. You hit
Like,
Sure.
out the window, or out the door.
the mobster guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, if I can. I already moved, so that might not be within my,
You might be willing at this
ability.
point, too.
I would say, unfortunately, you've taken an action. You've taken, yeah, you can't do that.
So he's
unfortunately,
coming
this
with
turn.
us, alright.
No problem. You smash on the button,
so
the door is
the
shut,
door.
and then you just hear like elevator music start as the three of you Echo like smoking, still a little bit like little tiny fires on the clothing. He's like bleeding pretty badly. You're like frantic. You have sand in your boots, but you guys now it's just.
Yeah, the elevator
Yeah.
music's going off as we're like trying to
Exactly.
choke each other.
But that is your turn. That brings us in this little mini combat to Echo. Echo, the elevator is going up. You are in a 10 by 10 space with Spice and this mobster.
Pretty big elevator.
Is an unarmed attack technically a melee weapon?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a basic melee weapon. I
Oh, okay.
believe,
So
yeah.
there you go. Basic melee.
Cool. Because I don't feel good using a ranged weapon in this small space.
It's also non-lethal, so you won't kill him.
Echo's not interested in that.
Well,
It was a cold bloody kill.
Echo's gonna try and sucker punch him.
There you go.
a happy accident. If you punch him hard enough, you won't kill him.
It's too. Echo is just surprised that he's along for the ride with a number.
Is he
Another
flanked?
one.
Oh my god. I started keeping
no.
track
Thank
for
you.
And
So-
I'm glad I did, because that's rough.
You all now in this elevator, just kind of like going up. You pull out this. Yeah, you
I
guys
love
are
the
like
music.
fighting. You pull
my
out
God,
this
like,
weapon. You
really
go to
just
fire.
shadow boxing.
It's a
Punch him in the
misfire.
jaw.
Like both of you pull up your weapons at the exact same time. Your pistol like in his chin, his submachine gun at your chest, and it's just and like both misfire.
This would go a lot easier if you would just stand down.
And then that is your turn. That brings us to their turn. So you fire. His weapon isn't working. Your weapon isn't working. You say that. He looks up. You see like Spice and him. I'm gonna say at this point, ding! The elevator opens.
Oh my god.
And all of you are now up in this penthouse. This opens up. You can see there's a guy dead over on the other side of the pool table. There are like bullets that are encased into the bronze of this statue. But in this moment, all of you now in the penthouse, I'm going to take you out of initiative order. There's this very awkward, like, mobster holding a gun that isn't working, Echo holding a gun that isn't working. Spice has, like, the carbon steel blade ready to go. And because it is 8 o'clock, and this is a good place to take a quick break,
Wow.
this
Oh my
is where we're
God.
going to step away for a quick 10-minute break.
Wow.
So it is 7:57. We are going to come back at 8:07, 8:08 actually. We'll see you then. And welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us through the break. This is our original Starfinder game. If you are just joining us, for the first half plus of our session, our group fought through the
You missed a
Mafia.
doozy, that's what.
For the record, I diplomacied the shit out of all
You
of
did
that.
pretty good.
No,
You
I
can get 6 and
diplomacied
9s.
at brute force diplomacy.
Yeah, that's true.
We're gonna be friends.
You sound like Gibbs over here.
So you fought your way through robots and mobsters up the steps and elevator of the Magenta Fox casino, and after murdering a bunch of henchmen, you now confront the mob leader in the penthouse suite 5 feet. Yeah, it's a really small
5 feet
casino.
above the ground.
Yeah, it's a really tiny casino. It's a micro casino. 5 stories above the ground. Out this window, as the sun is beginning to set, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock, you can still smell cigar smoke in the air from Shade's lit cigar and then one that has gone out in the ashtray. But everybody now kind of confronting this individual, clutching this mechanical-looking spider. What are you all doing?
Does he appear to have like any kind of like jetpack or like flying?
Make a perception check.
The situation has sort of eased, right? Does the elevator opening
20.
reignite those tensions?
Natural 20?
Yep, natural 20.
Okay. So the elevator opening, for a moment, it does. But, you know, in this kind of moment, there's like dead henchmen. This guy has a weapon that doesn't work. The mob boss like holds up his hand to stop everything, kind of like diffusing it again.
I was about to like calm everyone and be like, stand down.
But
But the door opens.
yeah, and you can see Echo, Spice, and this mobster, all of them like holding different limbs of each other.
Beep. Never mind.
Yeah, the door opens, and you are all back in the same place. You can see this mobster kind of like runs a hand through bloodied orange hair, seeing Spice now like in the elevator across the room, and he's like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Echo's like moved their gun.
I'm gonna like take out the box of cigars again and just like walk over and hand him one and
And
be
I'm-
like, try being their captain.
He like takes it from you hesitantly, still holding this little spider thing. Bubbs, as you look around the room, a couple things catch your eye. First of all, looking at him in particular, there's a few things that you notice. Give me just one moment to pull this up. I have a lot of notes this week. You can see, first of all, the pistol that is smoking in his hand, not currently working, is a Truth Sequence Ember pistol. It fires these shards of metal that are heated to white hot, and they do both piercing and fire damage. It's a relatively exotic weapon, not something that you really find just made around here, not in USR space anyways. And that in and of itself kind of says that he's connected. You look past him on the desk, you see a trio of data pads. You see charts, figures, numbers. He kind of stands in front of it as he sees you looking. In his hands is the thing that kind of most pulls your attention. There is a mechanical looking spider, and the technology you have seen before, certainly advanced. The last time you had seen something of this kind of make or this build, it had been held in the yellow, 3-fingered hands of a Farron on Way Station El
Oh my
Paso.
god.
You see he has a little earring in. He has a number of precious metal, gold and silver rings on his hands. He now is holding a cigar. He pulls out a little double guillotine cutter. You see like exotic wood on the sides. Flicks it open and cuts the end off. Offers you the cigar cutter as he like lights this cigar. You see the little red end flare to life twice before he exhales smoke. It smells like old leather and vanilla.
I'm gonna get on my comm and just send a group chat message to everyone about where I recognize that kind of thing in his hand from like Way Station El Paso.
Okay. So for all of you, all now in the same room, it's just again and again, like little, like all of your comms ring at different points, and you all get the same note.
Silence. I mean, it probably gives like the text
Yeah,
notifications.
The text
I
is like
swipe it
Comes
away.
up on
Yeah,
our like
like-
feeds, and we're just
I
like,
just go like,
the text is scrolling through Echo's just like,
And so the text that you get is that the last time that Bubbs had seen a weapon like this, it was a nanosite weapon, highly advanced, and it was used to destroy the entirety of Waystation El Paso. And that was a smaller one than this. Different kind of device, but same maker, certainly. So he kind of holds it. You see, he like hefts it like a teddy bear. Takes a long pull of the cigar, and then you see it just blows like 2 bursts of steam out of his nostrils. And he takes a deep breath and he goes, "All right, I think we got off on the wrong foot. But you," and he calls out and like points to you, Spice, across the room. "Who the fuck are you coming in here already owing people money and you're trying to steal from a casino?"
Spice, I think, still with like her hands like up on this guy's neck and like pointing a gun, like kind of relax a little bit and just like smirks at him. Doesn't say anything.
The guy's like, "Please, let's just go."
I'm just kind of like,
Do you let go of him?
No, she's still in the elevator. Like she's like sees the situation is diffused, but she's like still like keeping her ground a little bit.
Okay, no problem.
I'm gonna say,
That's my girlfriend, and you better treat her with respect when talking to her.
Bubbs, stop talking.
and then I'm just gonna raise my hand. All right.
Bubbs, is it?
Yeah,
You understand, like, your girlfriend routinely steals from organized criminals.
no one said she was perfect.
This is a little less than perfect, I think, but okay.
Well,
Love is weird.
I-
He pulls on the cigar again. That's not really my business, even if I look the other way on this debt. The people that she owes money to, he takes like a long drag and then blows smoke out in like your direction. It's still like 50 feet away
Yeah.
across this room. They're not going to forgive her.
Monetarily, how much is owed?
Whoa. I don't know. You're looking at 7 figures probably. But this isn't for them so much about the money.
Right. What do we need to do to get back on good terms with you and your organization so that we can continue our operation as innocuously as possible given the current circumstances?
And who are we addressing?
Anybody else saying anything in this cluster of speech? He turns and looks at both of you.
Would Spice recognize this guy, or would she not?
You're trained in culture, right?
Yeah.
Make a culture check.
Could Echo also make one? 'Cause
Sure.
They have a modifier for the underworld.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
14. Oh, if it's Underworld,
It is.
that's a, let's see. Because I have Street Rat. Let's see what that does. Oh, it minus DC by 5. So I got a 14.
Okay.
And then minus 5.
It's a culture check, so it's minus, same thing, DC lowers by 5. And that is a 26.
Okay. Spice. Not really sure. You've never seen this individual before. And Echo, though you have not seen them before, connected as you are as an android to the infosphere, you run a quick query on his face. And the name, even as he kind of introduces himself, pops up. The name's Red. Yeah, I know, Magenta Fox. It's the idea. It's kind of thematic. He gestures. You see, like, the red outfit that he's wearing, the red hair, everything. Takes a drag on the cigar again. I run this casino, and the couple of people who work for it. But I answer to people, I'm sure the same way that you do, whatever the Mosaic crime family or syndicate or whatever you guys are.
Thinking about Peep. Just
You want to get on my good side and your bounty hunters, you said?
this.
Wait, I have a question. And Spice, like, lets go of the situation in the elevator and, like, struts out. She's like, what is the name attached to the debt that you're thinking about?
He looks at you and he says, it's not an individual. You've stolen from casinos before.
Was it me or was it my father? Don't confuse me with my dad's debt.
He smiles and he says, that's real debt. What you owe isn't even close to that.
Because Spice didn't even know, to be honest.
Yeah.
She's like, this is all news. Like, I didn't know I owed this. So her thought is that her dad got her in all of this trouble. And since they have the same last name, she's like, this is my dad's doing. So that's why she asked.
Yeah.
In Bubbs' mind, he's thinking of, like, this is the first time he's heard of Mr. Emoto, and he's just
suck up to the dad.
exactly. He's like thinking he has to suck up to the dad, and just like various hypotheticals playing through his head. Like one day might have to ask him permission to whatever.
Like, oh yeah, sure, whatever.
He's also thinking that with
She's also looking for her
As soon as this
scumbag dad.
conversation happens, it's like Spice and Bubbs just go off in their own world.
Yeah.
It's like the Scrubs JD, like, and it's kind of just you, Shade, but he kind of looks at both of them and just goes, anyways, there is something you could do for me. There is a small group of people that have begun engaging in less than family-friendly things along the boardwalk. They're getting involved in business that we also have business in, and we don't like conflicting interests. So if you could remove this small organization, we could call it even. I won't even let people know that Spice
Donna!
over here.
Oh, right.
If you want to be called Donna, that's fine. Whatever you want to be.
She like flicks her hair. It's Donna.
But I know who you are.
Okay.
I won't even mention that they were here.
How many targets?
3.
Do you have any information about them?
Only one of them.
Description.
I know who the bag person is, the person that handles all the money up front. They must go to a supplier of some kind, and then from there needs to be at least one more person getting it in and out of the planet. So probably somebody works over at the spaceport. But the person that I know, 1 second, works part-time as a bartender at the Sea Glass Kitchen and Bar. They go by the name Bastion, half-elf.
Okay. And to be clear, you want me to eliminate the 3 of them.
If you could get them to leave the planet, I suppose that's fine, but probably, yeah, if you could eliminate them, that's gonna be the express way. You're here to get somebody, so this is presumably not why you're here. So, the faster that you take care of this, I'm sure the faster you can get back to whatever the fuck it is that you're doing.
It was supposed to be my dad.
What's your name?
Side quest.
You can call me Shade.
Okay. So, take care of this for us, and we'll call it even. You can get back to your life. Maybe don't come back to the casino. Make sure that neither of these two come back to the casino. We'll call it even.
I will do my best. If we have no further business, I believe we should leave you.
You see from the elevator door the guy who's like still holding his throat. You can see like Spice's nails dug into the skin. He's like, but boss! And he goes, shut! I'm gonna deal with you later. We have no further business. You can go.
Thank you, and again, I apologize for my crewmate's behavior.
He looks across and you can see now like almost cowering this henchman. It's a good thing we're not all responsible for those in our care, isn't it? And you can see the guy cowers a little bit more. This guy, he has eyes that are deep lilac. You really can't miss them. A lot of people find him pretty charming.
Which one? Not the red
Bastion, the sea elf.
guy. Okay, gotcha.
Or the half elf. Half elf at
The
the
sea
sea glass
elf.
bar
Yeah.
and grill.
Yes.
What color eyes?
Lilac.
Deep lilac.
If you're gonna kill him, that would be a really good way for me to prove to some other people that he's gone. So I would appreciate one or both of those eyes.
And I'm assuming that finding the other two will be easier after interrogating Bastion.
However you want to do it. But yeah, that's probably how we would do it. He kind of gestures behind him, and on the desk you can see some kind of a portable battery. There are some wires, jumper cables. You see a chef's knife. You see a couple other things.
Can I borrow that stuff?
You gonna say that?
No.
Okay.
Well, why wouldn't you say that?
I've got enough torture methods,
Okay.
you know, just on hand. We've got shackles at the ship. That's all we really need.
Can we have that a nanosite bomb?
Do you say that?
No. Spice knows her place in this, and she's gonna shut the fuck up.
Great.
As a token of my appreciation, please take the rest of this box.
Oh, okay. And he takes it from you.
Thank you again for your reasonableness. And once again, I apologize that our paths crossed in such a negative way.
You know what, Shade? I actually don't mind you so much. I feel like you and I could probably do business again, but keep the kids away from the casino, okay?
Understood.
Kind of nods to you, takes a deep inhale, and you're free to leave the casino.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Sure.
Spice runs up to Bubbles and doesn't say anything. It just clings to him.
Okay, as you run, make a reflex saving throw.
Oh shit. Okay.
Echo finally
Say, I'm gonna
disarms, what's the guy
while
got?
they're hugging, just grab them both by
13.
the scruffs of their neck and drag them into the elevator.
Spice, you go lunging towards Bubbs to hug him. The guy that you were choking kind of sticks his foot out, so you trip a little bit. Still kind of annoyed at you, but you stumble over and then manage to hug Bubbs. No problem. Are you all loading into the elevator?
Yes.
No problem.
Echo kicks the mob dude out of the elevator and just presses the down button.
Sure.
As I'm holding Spice on my arm, I'm just walking backward, just staring at him.
Okay. You stare at him. He stares back at you.
Bye-bye, nice cigars.
Your brand new cigars. You watch him take one last long puff, the ash up the body of the cigar, almost to the band, as the elevator doors shut. And you all descend down. They open. You can see this one sparking, charred, remaining robot, now in this kind of green standby mode, stands aside for you all to exit without any issue. You see there's now two more of these kind of mob-looking people. One of them has their hand to their ear. They kind of nod and they just kind of gesture for you all to continue out.
I parked the car over here.
You guys, all very slowly, very stiffly walk across the space, find your way out to the street and to the car.
I just silently get in the front seat, shut the door once everyone's in, silently the whole time, just
So yeah,
driving.
pretty silent car ride home.
Echo's taking
It's like,
the seat next to Shade and is just
I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
As I'm in the back seat,
Assuming that Gibbs was already sitting in there, just being jamming out to
Or
some
would
music
Gibbs
or
be
something.
already home?
I would say Gibbs
maybe?
went home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gibbs just
Okay, as long as Gibbs is, I'd message Gibbs and
Gibbs at one point messaged you all back a frowny face.
okay, yeah.
as we're just driving back in silence, I'm just going to take Spice's hand and just rotate my thumb around hers.
She responds, and I assume they start glowing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
His little rings glow in the back
Shade
seat.
looks back.
She immediately
stop.
Is there
forgets
echo
about
between them
everything that
again?
happened.
Echo's shotgun. Echo wants nothing to do.
We're holding hands over her.
Yeah, I was just imagining that.
Echo
Okay.
just kind of hears them rustling around back there, and just you hear a mechanical sigh.
You see Echo's eyes shut off.
I feel
No
like
problem.
at some point the cigar that I did have is probably gonna go out, and I'm just gonna ash it right into the side of the car, roll down the window and just be
Yeah, no problem.
onto the
There
side,
goes our deposit.
yeah. That's the least of my concerns right now.
About 10 minutes go by, you hit a couple lights, but you make it back to your house. You pull up right around 6 o'clock of the afternoon. The door swings open as you get there. You see Peep coming out in his white shirt. He's wearing some shorts, and he's just still holding on to his little drink. You see like a little flush to him. He's been having a couple drinks. Over the
Peep,
course
are you
of the
drunk?
night. Because then he goes, no, I'm not drunk. How was your guys' day? How was the beach?
You may want to sit down, Peep.
It was fantastic.
I'm really not drunk, I promise. I just have like 2 drinks.
Oh,
May
Peep,
want
you want here? Let's make a pitcher. Anybody want some more drinks?
Yeah, sure, I'll take something.
She
We're on
makes-
vacation.
Real strong margaritas.
Okay, so Spice like walks into the kitchen on the left. He turns to you, Shade.
Here,
He
Peep,
goes-
give me your glass. She, like,
He like hands
pours
the
it
glass
to
and he's
you.
like, Shade, I really think that you're doing a great job as captain, and I'm excited to have some fewer incident reports to write because it's a lot of paperwork. And I feel like maybe Orion will finally get off my back because it's really killing our budget. So what'd you guys do at the beach? Oh, how was your boss? You went in and you saw him earlier today, right?
Shane's gonna just take out one of the cigarettes that from the new carton.
Could you not smoke that in the house? I'm just allergic.
Peep, do you want more ice in your margarita? Maybe do you want me to top you up a little more?
Hey, why is everybody being extra weird today?
Weird.
I don't know
No,
what you're talking
we're not
about.
weird.
You can see suddenly like the fur is beginning to rise on the back of his neck a little bit. He's like, guys, did you somehow mess something up without even being on a mission?
Short answer, yes.
Oh, of course not. Us? Of course not.
Did you go back to the casino, Spice? Were you gambling?
Worse.
How could there be
We're
something
on
worse than gambling?
vacation, Peep.
We're supposed to be
Why I
keeping a low
suggested
A little
profile.
bit of
sit
fun.
down.
Peep, it was my fault.
How is this your fault, Bubbs?
Yeah, how was it your fault?
It wasn't Spice's fault. It was my fault.
Echo pulls up the one of the infosphere videos of them just like rushing through the city, and it's like it just shows it to Peep.
I was gonna try to slowly peel off the band-aid.
So you pull out your comms device and you play a video. You can see
should
this
probably
teenage
get
kid
Nesma on the line.
who is like holding like a skateboard. And he's like, "Yeah, watch this. This is my new trick." And he like throws the board. He jumps on. You hear as he goes. His friend is like taping him, and then he's like, "I'm gonna do a kickflip," and then suddenly. Echo just disappears, like for a moment, streaks through. He falls off his skateboard, and the camera turns, following Echo down the street before, like disappearing into the corner. And then you hear like a screech, and then you just see the kid who like his skateboard rolled into the street. He's like, "Oh man, that's a bum!" And then your car runs over his skateboard, and he's just like, "Oh!" And the camera cuts and ends. And Peep is like, "Was that your car? Was that Echo?" And his eyes like just twitching now.
Given the outcome, it could have been much worse.
What was the outcome?
Spice was indebted to the Magenta Fox, as well as larger and more threatening.
What is this like a video
Underworld.
game? What's the Magenta Fox?
It's the casino.
I wish it was a video game.
Okay, so you owe the casino money. How do you owe a casino money?
That's a great question, Peep.
Beyond the point, though.
Oh,
How is that beyond the point?
How the debt was accumulated is irrelevant to the situation that we are in now, which is the fact that we are paying off this debt. Namely, I am paying off this debt.
All right, we can get an advance from Spice's. What do you need? Like 100 credits, 200 credits?
I need to assassinate 3 people.
You could see he opens his eyes and he just goes, "I'm sorry. That I heard wrong. You said assassinate 3 people. Did you say
I said assassinate 3 people.
that's 3 more people than corporate policy allows us to assassinate? We can't do that. The casino wants you to assassinate people?
Shade can't, but could Leon?
No. No. No.
Damn it.
No.
Well, it was worth a try.
I'm very confused. The casino, a place where people go to spend money.
That is secretly run by the local mafia.
We just gotta clean up the town.
His hands
a little
drop
bit.
to his sides. This margarita just spills out in the ground, and he's just like, there it is.
I'm just as disappointed as you are.
Who are these three people? Are they bad guys at least? Is this like...
They're running what seems to be a drug smuggling operation.
Okay, that's not the worst thing. So we're not like going after a political person or something. We're...
More a rival to the mafia.
Oh, okay. You know what? In the grand scheme of things, this could be worse.
That's what I said.
Do you think... Does this person have a bounty on them? Maybe we could do like 2 birds
Can
with
I
one stone here.
pull up Bastion
Sure.
in the exocortex?
With the description that Echo heard Red give Shade,
Yes.
does Echo recognize the young people potentially that are involved?
Echo, when you were walking
Bastion the half-elf with
on the
lilac eyes.
boardwalk, as soon as he starts
Sexy
walking by the
motherfucker,
glass,
sounds like.
you close your eyes and you
Charming and
replay
charismatic.
your evening before on the boardwalk. You remember walking with Gibbs and with Shade, having already been abandoned by Bubbs, and you looking around trying to see what the deal was with the boardwalk. You saw a half-elf, tall, tan, about 6'3", and you saw him discreetly hand over narcotics to somebody else. Yeah, certainly.
So, did Echo note distinctive eyes?
You didn't see their eyes.
Okay. If anyone's watching Echo, they see like little sparks come off their neck as they like twitch.
So you pull this up, you look for something for Bastion. A million things come up,
Search
but nothing...
Bastion, Sea Glass Bar and Grill, part-time bartender,
Make a culture
employees or
check.
something. Yeah.
So actually, what I would say is if you use that data query, the website for the Sea Glass Bar and Grill comes up. You can see the front of it open to the street in Aras Bay. The reason that it has this name is because the bar counter itself is this...
Sea glass.
It's granite, but there's been sea glass embedded into it. So areas of it are kind of like you can see into the actual stone itself. Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's really nice.
You can see there's a couple little booths, and standing behind the bar in this photo on the website is a half-elf. You can see violet eyes peering out, little smile. I would say looking for it, Shade. You see the eyes, a little bloodshot. But this is a place that serves traditional island earthen fare, it says. You see like a little a little flat earth kind of spinning in the
They're flat
kind of hanging
earthers
off.
over there at the sea glass.
But more just like a flat representation of Earth.
I see it. Okay.
But that is what you see.
I would show the photo to Pete, be like, this is the one target that I am aware of right now.
He's
My
kinda
plan
handsome.
was to interrogate him before eliminating and then seeking out the others
He's just a bartender.
who's
Just a
secretly
bartender.
running an
We can't just go
illegal
around
drug
killing
operation.
people. Like, what if he has like a family? What if he has kids? What if they're just like, he's working 5 jobs and he's just like, you can't just kill people.
Given the situation that we found ourselves in, I saw no other option that would have ended with the outcome of all of us alive.
If he is wanted by Red, I can't imagine he's a perfect citizen. That's my thought.
And Red is?
Red is the mafia boss.
Do you
the
think
owner
Red
of-
could be like lying to you?
Guess no one did a sense
Very
motive.
possibly.
This is like not like a good guy. He could be telling you anything.
Yes, but again, given the situation that we found ourselves in, there were very few other options that had as high a success rate of our staying alive.
Look, you can't just go around killing people. We have a little bit of a budget to make people disappear. It's another option that we have on the table. If you can get this person, we can pull them off the planet until our mission's done. But that is going to cost us a lot of credits.
Well, problem with that is The mobster vet said he wanted his actual eyes.
No. He said that if it was possible, and it was easier and more expeditious, that we should attempt to kill him and give him proof that he was dead with his eyes. He did not specify that we needed to kill them. It was just the most convenient way.
While they're having this discussion, Echo pings the house coordinates to the intern.
Yeah, I was actually about to say so about this
Shit
time.
about that intern.
He's like, guys,
Yeah, at the casino, like.
hi, I'm
what?
looking for a group of people. Are they at the poker table, maybe?
Rocco 36, I think.
So at about this time, your doorbell rings. Little trio of chimes go off. Does anybody answer?
I'll get it.
No problem.
Spice trots up to the door and answers.
Okay.
The character growth of answering all doors and phone calls.
You open the door and you can see standing in front of you, 5'7", probably dirty blonde hair that is kept in a silver Mosaic Reboot baseball cap with a dark blue brim, neck length blonde hair. She wears this blue polo shirt, jeans, pair of muted pink and gray athletic sneakers. She has this rounded face that's always looks a little bit nervous, actually, in ways kind of like Peep. But she kind of timidly pulls her hand away and just goes, "Oh, is this Mosaic Team 5?
You've come to the right place, sweetie. Come on in.
She kind of very timidly enters. You see she's holding
What's your name,
a
hon?
little suitcase. My name's Ify. She's holding a little suitcase, but also she has a Magenta Fox t-shirt, and also she has a little, I went to Chili Cove and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. She's just been all over the
She's
island
been
at this
living the
point.
life that
she
I
had a
wanted
good day.
to.
Great day.
For an
She
intern.
goes and she's like, which one of you is Peep?
Oh, Peep.
You see
This
Peep
is Ify.
gestures and goes, "Oh, hi, Ify, welcome." And Ify goes, "Can I expense those 2 rides? They were very expensive." And he just goes, we'll figure it out later. Just go sit down." And he turns back to all of you. Ify just kind of sits right in the doorway.
Welcome to the team, hon.
Thanks.
My plan was to try and accomplish this task with the one day that I still would have had off, to try and minimize the effect that it would have on our ultimate mission.
So, just to get this clear, yesterday I sent you for a day off on the beach.
Yes.
And in the interim, between that day and today, you got in trouble with the mafia on your day off at the beach,
Well,
and you have to assassinate 3 people on your next day off.
Well, when you look at it like that.
It was my fault, Peep.
again, this was
Bubbs, I don't
Most
see how
likely
this
the
could have
best
been your
outcome.
fault.
well.
Because Spice.
There were a number of things leading to it,
She
but
avoids your gaze.
yeah, I would say the blame is shared.
Nice.
He says, pulls up his now empty glass and goes, "Spice, can you fill this again?"
Oh,
please?"
she already has 2 pitchers that
Yeah.
are 75% tequila. She's like, "Babe, I got you." Spills it too excitedly into the cup.
Sure, he just takes a long drink.
She also just puts the pitcher up to her
For
mouth.
anybody listening very well, you can hear the very timid Ify be like, "Can I have some?" But
Oh, but she hands you the other pitcher. Or hands
grabs the
Ify.
pitcher, kind of dips a little bit with it, but kind of hugs it and isn't really sure what to do with the pitcher, but is going to just hold it for
Here's
now.
a cup if you want one.
She takes it and pours herself a little cup. Peep looks at all of you. Okay. No information on the infosphere about this Bastion person?
Whatever I found,
Just the picture, really. Yeah. Bastion, probably not
I could
really
find
their
his
name.
non-Facebook or something.
There is no infosphere page for this individual.
Okay.
For somebody who is so striking looking, there is not a lot of other information about them. You go through the rest of this website, you look at the menu, look at the reviews. There are pictures of the food, which looks great. There are no pictures otherwise of this person.
Can I cross-reference the photo from the website with the bounty archive or the bounty list?
Yeah, absolutely.
See
Without
if it
even a roll. You do
turns up
that, and
anything.
you don't come up with any kind of positive results. There are other star elves for for certain. News of the capture of one Jade Brunei comes up for sure, but you don't really come up with anything that matches this bastion.
Given that there is very little information about him on the infosphere, I would guess that this is an alias that he uses.
Yeah, no, that would make sense. I don't know how we're going to do this in just a day, and we have to keep a low profile because we don't want to blow our cover for Dr. Maldross, which, do we even know where this person is yet?
Gibbs will know.
Where is Gibbs?
We had a fight.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay, so we need to find Gibbs too. Is there anything else that you guys need to share that has gone wrong in the last 24 hours?
The police chief is already mad at me. He will probably be even more mad now. I don't want to go to work.
You can see
Aww,
just goes,
that's like the saddest thing.
yeah, I think we may need to try to establish a new cover for you. I think you're going to probably lose that opportunity.
Yes, probably.
That's unfortunate, Shade. I mean, we wanted to be able to keep an eye on the local goings-ons and be able to tap into the radio. And
Yes.
we're burning bridges that we can't afford to burn.
Silver lining, I may have an in with Red at the Magenta Fox.
I would rather work with the local law enforcement than the mafia, just personally. And it's not even in the Mosaic policies and procedures, but that's just a personal thing.
While I agree, given the circumstances, it would be a powerful asset.
I feel like we're just slowly wandering down a road where we're going to become bounties at some point, but
I also see that happening, but
we could be on TJ's. Right?
you've already been on TJ's twice. It would be much better to
Well,
keep
that's
you on the
one.
bounty side of things.
Fame and fortune, baby.
Okay, so we need to figure out where these people are. I need to figure out some way of putting this into a report that isn't going to get us immediately hauled off the planet.
should I attempt to kill them, or do you want to try the disappearing?
Disappearing. I don't want to just kill some guy because a mobster said that he's a bad guy.
Well, he just said that he was running in on his turf, something along those lines.
Was he being honest, Shade?
Again, I don't really care. I just wanted us to get out of there alive.
It's important for you to understand this, Shade. We're bounty hunters. We're not criminals. When we start not caring about innocent people and the people that we affect, the line gets really blurry.
Saying that to me? Saying that to me?
He turns
Shade.
to all of you. Guys, we really can't afford to continue to mess things up like this. Shade, I'm demoting you from captain.
That's 2 in a row.
I have no choice.
I understand. I'm sorry that I let you down.
Everybody needs to get some rest. I need to get my equipment ready. I'm going to come with you guys tomorrow.
Peep,
Leave
it's
me
so
in peace.
dangerous, not you.
Don't think that.
Don't
is
do that.
advisable.
Look, I've worked in the field before. My bones weren't brittle back then, but I can do this. I can handle it. Okay? So you all clearly can't.
Well, perhaps we can just attempt to meet this Bastion at the restaurant and coerce him into...
Here's the thing about that, though, Shade. He's like getting a little bit tipsy now, is Peep. I sent you literally to the beach.
I know.
There's sand and water there.
I was...
Nothing sharp.
Yep.
I'm imagining that there's probably still people dead. And if I send you to a restaurant, there's pointy things there. There's hot things there. I really worry about that. So I'm just going to go with you guys and just babysit.
When you say you guys, I'm actually going to be in class.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
probably for the best.
You can see he like kind of holds his drink and he's like, "That's right."
Peep.
Spice is like filling it up while he's not paying attention.
He's just like keeps drinking. Yeah, he's getting like he's tipsy.
Perhaps you and I should go. Everyone else can still maintain cover to the best of their abilities.
Okay. This is the plan. I'm getting really tired all of a sudden, so I'm gonna lay down for a little bit, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna have a team meeting. We're gonna make a plan. We're gonna find this person and we're gonna bring them off world. It's gonna cost us 50,000 credits, but it's what we gotta do.
And the other two?
What do you mean, other two?
The other two people that I was told to assassinate.
Fuck, 3 people, right?
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Kind of like nods his head a little sleepily.
She like kind of ushers him up the stairs a little bit.
He stands up. He like allows himself to be ushered, and
Am
he
I
turns
to
around.
assume that the mandatory family dinner night is canceled?
He stops like at the door, and he goes, "No, Shade. You know what? Mandatory dinner all night." And slams the door at the top of the stairs.
She's gonna start eating.
He has no idea that like Shade will probably carry through with that. So Peep is just like
Yes,
fully
what-
sarcastic, slams the door.
Shade and Echo just sit there like
You assume
Not
Echo would
sleeping.
follow through.
The 4 of you now stand in this empty kitchen. You hear the slam of the door echo upstairs. What would you all like to do?
I'm gonna try to contact Gibbs to be like, please come back to the house. I got
solution
we
resolved.
got Gibbs and we got Bubbs back.
Okay. No problem. You send that message out. We'll see if Gibbs responds. But it is now close to 7 or 8 o'clock. You can see the sun is beginning to get low in the sky. From where you are, you guys aren't close enough to see the beach and the horizon, but you do see beautiful shades of purple and blue.
Did
at least
you
where it
say
penetrates the
dawn,
clouds.
perhaps?
I'm sorry?
Did you say dawn?
No,
Or
but
is it dusk?
we can fast forward. It's dusk.
Okay.
It's about 8 o'clock at night.
I don't know what you
so-
guys want to do at night, but I know what I need to do at dawn.
Oh.
I mean, I think now I'm just gonna have mandatory dinner all night and be sad.
I feel like without Gibbs, everybody just sits in silence.
Echo takes Evie upstairs to like show them the bedrooms and just be like,
Or
unfortunately.
would you make them sit in silence with us? This is like a tense moment.
Evie is innocent of these terrible crimes we have all committed now, including murder, theft, and
That's enough.
trespassing.
Yep.
Okay. Evie, would you like to find a space to sleep for the night?
Ify is at this point goes, just to be clear, is this still an unpaid internship? And just kind of looks back and forth to all of you. This seems really intense.
I think perhaps we could give you a
I'm
beach
gonna-
day tomorrow
Peep.
as well.
I'm gonna.
You should ask Peep. This should not be. That's illegal.
I'm just gonna.
Was
Get
it
Peep
I'm
to
gonna
give you
beat
money.
her.
I'm gonna give
for 10 years?
I'm gonna give her 100 credits
Okay.
and just be like, just go have
For real?
fun tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Your Shade?
Yes.
I read your file. It will be good to work with you, Shade. She kind of nods.
Likewise.
She looks at all of you. Do I have to stay here?
You do not.
No, honey.
Try
I'm
to
going
stay
to
out of
stay
trouble.
in the motel.
Try to stay out of trouble.
You see, she pulls out her communicator, opens up the rideshare app, and goes outside
Does
to wait.
another black SUV come to get her?
Oh my
perchance?
Yeah, you see a black SUV come up, and she gets kidnapped.
Immediately shoot up the
fuck.
black SUV.
Red!
Yeah. Fuck.
You
It's
see
just a random Uber driver with a black SUV.
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
gets
exactly.
killed
He's
immediately.
Whichever.
Yeah, he's about to go pick his son up from graduation from elementary school. And he's like, "Oh, I could do one more ride."
Oh, God.
No, a nice red SUV comes up. You see like an older gentleman who opens the door for Efi, and they drive off in the direction of the motel towards the spaceport. No problem.
All right, nice. One safe one.
Well, cannot start the mandatory dinner until Gibbs returns. So Shade's gonna sit there and
Okay.
light a cigarette.
Shade grabs a seat at the table, lights a cigarette despite Peep asking no.
Well, Peep went upstairs,
Sure.
and Shade's had a tough time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm not questioning it.
This is
Echo?
the one thing
Please
he's like,
inform
okay.
me when it is time for mandatory dinner. And Echo heads upstairs to check in on Nikolai and also like just kind of listen in at the door at like Peep's door.
Okay. You listen and make a perception check at Peep's door.
He's like, pass the fuck out.
That's a 22.
Okay. That's pretty good. As you get close to the door, as you walk by, your curious nature gets the better of you. You're about to walk past, and then you think that you can hear talking, which is weird. You get close to the door and you listen, and you hear Peep slurring a little bit, but you can hear he just says, "It's gonna be okay, Peep. You're not gonna lose anybody again." It wasn't even your fault. At least that's what everybody said. And you just hear like sheets rustle and like the bed creak as he gets in.
Echo knocks on the door.
My baby boy.
You hear like them breathing stop, and then like a very very pronounced like very fake sounding snoring.
Echo just like goes to their room and tries to like see if they can get anything that like would make Peep feel better, but realize they just have a cactus.
Yeah.
And just puts Nikolai at the door.
At the Peep store?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nikolai is a friend.
He's gonna
Nikolai's
step
there.
on a cactus in the morning.
Nikolai has
drunk.
Nikolai has a
Hungover.
beach towel. Nikolai is very comfily wrapped in a beach towel to like protect from the sun.
In the hallway, there is like a little end table and a lamp on it, so you can put Nikolai on that and face him towards the door, out of harm's way.
Yeah, Echo would take care of Nikolai.
No problem.
Just picturing people waking up in the middle of the night, going out, stepping on it, being like, "Ah, fuck!
Bubbs,
God
what are
damn
you
it,
doing?
Everything's bad."
I'm probably just sitting at the table, just me and Spice and
And
Shade.
Shade. Yeah.
Spice is not in a chair anymore. She's just on Bubbles. I think I need to apologize. I'm sorry. She just like vomits it out of her mouth, like halfway drunk.
Me too. And I had to probably apologize to Gibbs too.
I hope that you can both apologize with more than your words.
She just like smacks her lips a little bit and like looks away from you.
Because those are pretty useless right now.
Point taken.
Yeah. Understood.
Bubbs.
So intense.
You get a text.
Oh my god.
It's from Kevin.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it.
Okay, you open it up. It's actually a picture. And you can see it is a picture, a selfie that Kevin took. And it just says in the text part of it, almost like a Snapchat, not a sponsor. Can't wait to see you tonight. And it's just him. You can see he's like combed back his hair. He's done like a really hard job.
Oh my god,
It
it's
looks like
still the same fucking
you
night.
can actually see. Yeah, it is. You can still see on their shirt.
Oh my God.
It's like a brand new tag. Like he bought it for this night to like go out with his brand new best friends. He's like ready to go.
God.
But yeah, that's what you get.
What do you say,
I
Shane?
can't. I can't just text him back like, yeah, sorry, mandatory family dinner.
I mean, just to
I've
feel.
been denied, so...
What do you say we have a little fun? She does say that through her laughing.
Yeah.
I can't stop you.
I have to decide how evil Spice is.
Echo comes down the stairs at this point after like having left Nikolai for Peep. I think it would be best if we were to stay here.
But isn't the point to make friends, Rocco?
It is
She
true.
like nudges your shoulder.
It is true, but I think this has affected Peep more than we realize.
Maybe I could make some friends other place. You know, I'm a big man on campus.
If you were to inform your friend that you have other obligations, unfortunately, that you were not
That's
aware
no
of,
way to make a friend.
and you would
Neither
be
is
happy to
burying
meet
them
them
and
in the
trying to
morning
abandon them at the
for
beach.
coffee.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Echo. I'll do that.
And I'm gonna just take out my comm and just write a message saying,
Hey man, something came up. I'll see you at school tomorrow.
You gotta do better than that, man.
You get a message back, and it's like very hastily written, and you can just see he says, "Oh, it's cool. Like I wasn't gonna go anyways. It was just a joke. Like clearly very hurt, and he's just playing it off like no, like it's fine, it's cool, whatever."
Heart is broken for
And
Kevin.
that's what you get back.
can I do a sense motive?
Yeah, go for it.
His whole freshman year down the drain.
That's like a 5.
A 5.
Oh.
Yeah, he's fine. Feelings aren't hurt. He's a pretty resilient individual. Has plenty of friends.
Maybe he's one of the 3 we're gonna be after.
Oh my god.
That would be so wild. Kevin's actually like
A drug king.
I'll go ahead and I'll tell you it's not Kevin, but I love how funny
That'd
would
be
that
hilarious.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, I got this part-time job. This dude just gives me bags and I hand them off to someone else. It's so easy.
I'm gonna.
Would you like some methamphetamine?
The tips just weren't enough at the coffee shop, man, and they don't really pay a living wage.
Oh.
I don't even get benefits.
I'm
So,
gonna
yeah.
send one more message to him.
Sure.
Maybe we could get lunch or maybe a late lunch at the school cafeteria, and you could maybe show me who's who at the campus.
A couple minutes go by, minutes become an hour. You're left on red.
From Kevin.
Oh, my heart is broken for this broken friendship.
You broke his heart.
Wow,
The
what a
night
swing and a miss
wears
there too.
on.
Still
You would
no
imagine,
kids.
Bubbs, somewhere out in Starfall Cove, there is a party that Kevin never gets to see. Gibbs will get back to you at one point because it is 9 o'clock. And because as the night wears on and you all kind of settle a little bit, next week when we come back, we'll see where Gibbs has been. But all of you managed to survive an encounter with the Mafia.
That was intense.
You have earned yourself a little side quest. You have made your vacation so much harder than it ever had to be.
Just
None of this. I'll tell you right now. If things had gone to my plan, you guys would have had like 2 days of just like rest and relaxation after a tough bounty, and then you would have had like some slice of life. Bubs going to school, making some friends.
Well, Bubbs is still gonna go to school.
Spice and Gibbs
I mean,
like
that could all
reviving a
still
restaurant.
happen. It's just now side mission of Shade and Peep going undercover to go murder 3 people.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
also Spice just revealed that she's here to the GPF, so you know a
Yeah.
lot of really great stuff going on.
Oh yeah, that happened. I
Yeah.
totally forgot.
That was you did that.
Yeah.
You put that. I don't know. I was
literally
not
wrote this whole
ready
world.
for
What do you mean
that.
I did that. I did all of that.
That was a hard one to
Yeah.
role play.
So
that
thank
was
you
very hard.
for hanging out with us for this evening and for most evenings. We will be back next week at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Mosaic Team 5. If you cannot wait that long, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be playing Adventures in Alberon, our 5th edition D&D campaign. That is going to be session 117, and it's going to be a doozy. We are getting into the last arc of that campaign, and so things are really starting to look interesting. But until then, please stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow night.
See you, Space Cowboy.